GG's, the dollars. I eat it, scooping out. Salute for Scooping Steve, a criminal, y'all. Oh, nah, some shit. You good, you good. Gigi, but I'm gonna start this shit up. Come up here, bro. Come up here, Donala. Come up on YouTube. I send you the link. Come up here so you can explain this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it can be known. Because everything you're telling me that it's good information, bro. It's good information. But I thought it's a lie. So come up. If you got time to explain that shit. Right now we're watching the 4-2 home dude right now video. Yeah, I'm just showing it. I'm just showing it just so people can be like, oh, all right, something's going on here. Yeah. That's really 42 dog you saying. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, yep. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, that's a matter. Mm-hmm. Nah, it's the truth, nigga. Big niggas who fighting, nigga. Fighters is different than shooters. Them tough niggas is loud mouth on the block. Nigga that could fight the block, nigga. They real tough. Nigga, they're different than a nigga that's gonna run up on you. And they gonna be quiet when that nigga that run up on you, that's going to shut. You know what I'm saying? They know it's all different type of auras. You know what it is, bro. I know what it is. Yeah. All that shit goes. It's gonna go different ways. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna need to have a segment about that right there, about just Detroit. Fuck everything else, just Detroit, just Detroit. How what Detroit is about, trick, and who's deep people and who's dumb people, and you know what I'm saying. Just so we can get an understanding. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, nah. It's not wrong. What he did. I don't feel. Not personally. That ain't nothing wrong with that. He just it's Ross who's doing it anyway. It's Ross who's doing it. But yo, Issa, I done started this YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Come up here. Come up here. We gonna speak on the back end later. Slide up here. If you got time, slide up here. So we get right real quick. I said on the Gmail. I say that. I say that. Say that. Nah, we're gonna need a whole Detroit segment then. With you. We're gonna do a whole Detroit segment. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get more right than ever. Alright. Fucking you telling Gmail. Fucking what's your Gmail? Yo. Oh, you got it from the message? Your message from your phone, right? Yeah. You might have to hang up with me then. But what? I slide up. You got it right there. All right. Nah. Are you? You have to accept the cookies and everything. Nah, I don't see you, bro. Oh, Nah, not yet. You already put your name and everything? Yeah. Not yet. Eastland, we got a BMF member coming up right now, We're gonna have a BMF, a Detroit BMF member, come up, explain what he wants to explain, because you know what I'm saying, we've been getting a lot of outside perspectives and shit like that. Now we're gonna get an inside perspective since, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit coming out that Cuffy's lying, a lot of shit coming out that Big Meech ain't no rat, and this, you know what I'm saying, Eastland been the nigga that been telling us that since the beginning. So we gotta have him up here, to get more right. Now we don't see you up here, Dundada. I don't see you up here, bro. Want me to send it to your email? What's your email? What it start with? What's your email start with? That's what I'm saying. But now, if you told me that just the beginning names is gonna pop up, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What should start with? All right. Yeah. longer 900. All right. I bet. You got that, Dundada.
You did represent Southwest T.
I represented Terry Flenory.
Okay.
I met him before he was charged, and somebody introduced me to him, and we got to be friendly.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he wanted, he didn't have a case.
Yeah.
Somebody just thought it was a good idea for him to meet me, and we sat in the car actually, and
So
shit for 20 minutes, and
yeah.
then we became friendly.
Yeah, what
And then of course the indictment came,
Oh,
and
wow.
when the indictment came, T had never had a case before in his life. He had never spent an evening even in jail.
No. I'm not gonna say we going.
When
We're
the
talking
indictment
about.
came,
We're talking about.
both of them were on the
Meech,
indictment.
that he's not a
even
rat and
though
shit. All the other shit that you were
Meech
saying,
was
we're
in,
gonna do that shit. We're gonna do
Atlanta.
the whole shit later. All right.
And there was no bond. In federal court, you either have a bond or you have no bond. It's not like in state court, 10,000, 10% or anything like that. And as time went on, we weren't seeing eye to eye on the case. So I told T I was going to get off the case because I had some ideas of what he should do.
Okay.
And he was listening to some people inside maybe or whatever. So I got off the case. The long and short of it was they both eventually pled guilty, and they were sentenced to 360 months each, which is 30 years by my Mumford High School arithmetic. And then, and I didn't participate in that. I was done with the case by then. I certainly think we could have done better if I'd have stayed on the case.
Yeah. Wow. Better than 360 months.
360 months is a lot. Well, because you got to remember, because of the BMF thing. See, I never even heard about that.
Yeah.
Terry he never talked like that.
Oh, wow.
He was just another guy I knew that was involved, obviously, in something, because that's why he wanted to meet me. But he wasn't out boasting and putting billboards up and all that kind of crap. So when it came out, I was kind of learning the same as everybody else was.
So he really discussed the black mafia.
I never heard the phrase black mafia family ever. It wasn't like Pony Down or YBI. I never heard that phrase. Yeah. He was just Terry Flenory. He was just a guy from Southwest. The one part of the city I never was around was Southwest Detroit. And I was fascinated just by where the streets were, to tell you the truth. So, and he was a regular guy. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's just a regular guy. And whether he was involved, I assumed he was involved in something, because why else would he want to meet me? But there was no BMF and all this kind of crap.
Right.
So he gets the time. And, I read it in the newspaper or somebody told me about it. And then this was back in the mid-2000s, maybe, something like that, I think, when it happened.
Yeah,
and then he contacted me. I remember he did, or somebody on his behalf. And it was in 2017. What happened was, and this is important for your audience to understand, this had nothing to do with anybody talking or snitching or doing anything at all other than doing their time. The law changed, and they had a new section of the law that changed the way the guidelines were computed.
Who changed this law here?
The government changed it. This had nothing to do with anybody in the streets or anybody talking. The law changed, and Terry contacted me. I can't remember if he himself or somebody contacted me, and he didn't have 10 cents. It wasn't like he came and said, "Oh, I've got 30,000 for you if you can do this." But I always liked the guy. He was just a good guy.
Wow.
Can I help him? I said, I think I can help you.
Ooh, wow.
So I looked it up, and looking up, he got 360 months because of the way the sentencing guidelines were before the law changed. And when the law changed, the guidelines would have been reduced to 292 months. That's a 68-month reduction because of the change in the law. I contacted the prosecutor on the case, and I told her that Terry had contacted me, and I think the law is pretty clear, and she agreed. And that was on like the third day, and we submitted something to Judge Cohn, who was still the judge back in those days, and he signed the sentencing reduction, and it's in the file. If anybody, all these people think they can go look at federal files, you can see the order back in 2017 reducing T's sentence from 360 to 292. So he got 68 months over almost 6 years
Wow.
off his back.
Wow.
And then when the pandemic came, he contacted me. I think he contacted me to say they had let him on because his health was bad.
And you do this out of courtesy because you like the guy.
I've never charged him 50 cents for anything since then.
Yeah.
So at the same time, his brother, I think, was hoping to get the same reduction.
Now, did Demetrius, did he take advantage of the new change in the law?
I'm going to tell you about it, but it didn't, not in 2017.
Okay.
Somebody contacted me who said they were with him or what.
So the time cut don't got nothing to do with, I already know you know this, Easton, you've been saying this, this for the viewers so they could know, that the time cut got nothing to do with me snitching. It has nothing to do with no Gatlin. It has nothing to do with no Cuffy. It has nothing to do with none of that shit. We're gonna have to stay more weird, and we're gonna be. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this shit so raw and uncut, that you're gonna have to understand this shit from a street point of view. Cause you niggas is not fucking understanding. Y'all being ignorant, trying to be smart motherfuckers. So we're gonna dumb it down on some ignorant level so y'all can understand that Meech did not fucking snitch, and God knows he did not snitch to get no time cut going. Now, whatever the paperwork is saying with his name, that is just fabrication that a girl just happened, a lady, Tammy Cohen, put his name involved. He didn't sign shit. He didn't do shit. He didn't say shit. It wasn't his shit. He didn't.
He wasn't even aware.
He wasn't aware. There you go. So let's finish with this is Southwest T's lawyer, and he did Southwest T. He did the shit. He said for free after the fact, for free. That Southwest T didn't have no money, no nothing. He did it for free.
And would I be willing to do it for him? And I said, well, I don't really know him.
Right.
And, I knew what I was doing and I knew who I was dealing with. The only thing I knew about Meech was, of course, all that BMF crap down south, which really brought the feds all over everybody.
Wow.
And I kind of was, well, I don't know him. It'd be kind of odd. And I didn't want to take any money from him. So I said, no. And then for some reason, instead of getting somebody else, I went and looked it up knowing I was going to be talking with you. I don't think he got his sentence reduced for like another 3 or 4 or 5 years, even though the law was in place in 2017. But in any event, that's something that people should know because of all this talk back and forth. But is he a snitch? He's not any goddamn snitch.
Wow.
The law changed and his sentence went from 360 to 292 as well. And then, from what I understand, he was sent to the halfway house, which, people have to understand, again, for those of you who are listening to this, when you get a federal sentence, unlike a state court sentence in Michigan, if you get a state court sentence, there's no good time, no halfway house, no nothing. If you get 2 years, you do 2 years, 24 months to the day, okay? That's not the feds. People need to understand that. In the feds, you get 54 days a year, good time, which is pretty much 2 months, okay? You can also go to the halfway house within 6 months of whatever your release date is. So when you get a long sentence like he had, 360 months, you're talking about 30 years times 2 months a year of good time. Off of it to begin with. Right. So now it's 292.
Wait, Eastland, you got something to say?
No, everybody know that 89% of your time. And if you got some good behavior, they gonna cut you. That's just the game.
And you went to Miami?
For sure.
How was the vibes over there?
Shit, lovely. Shit, everybody was doing everything right.
All right, bet. All right, say that. All right, so what everything he was saying, you know what I'm saying? Everything this dude right here was saying, which is Southwest T's lawyer, he was practically saying that they don't got nothing to do with anything. They ain't get no time cut that everybody's talking about. That third party corroboration that Whack 100 saying that he just blamed, he just keeps talking about a bunch of bullshit for contact, that niggas is actually standing on business, Why do you think so many people is trying to paint this picture on Meech, bro? Like, why you think that? And it's haters. It's haters. It ain't like it's people that he actually looked out for, because these niggas is actually saying that he looked out for. There's a lot of people that saying he looked out. Why do you think there's so many industry motherfuckers? Do you think that they feel like Big Meech is coming to the industry, taking a lot of they work? Whack 100 can't make a concert like that. Big Meech can make a fucking concert with all these fucking celebrities, all these shit. Do you feel like it's a jealousy thing too? Or they don't want him in that game? Or they just trying to tarnish him so he can't come to their game? You know what I'm saying? What do you think it is?
It's all about black power, man. That's all it really come down to, man. Because at the end of the day, while we just keep talking so foolishly, man, we keep forgetting that, you know, Big Meech and the characters that he was around, some of them niggas used to be some real killers, money getters, only care about they self. But then Meech dealing with so much paper, bro, this nigga change your mind because he dealing with some shit that's gonna change your situation, your people's situation. Nigga, your bitch gonna fuck around and tell you, baby, maybe you need to think like this because he was for everybody. That's what we forgetting, you know. When you talk about that shit, you know, of course, you could have got to the point where you got 50 Cent being more of a female than anybody. Oh, y'all don't gotta get Big Meech no money. Listen, man, you don't have to be in the nigga pockets. That shit a bitch do. But at the end of the damn day, like shit, you don't know what business they had with this nigga before or after. Some of these niggas' careers could have got started off him. You know what I'm saying? These niggas right here, they just be talking, man. And that's just the bad part about it, because there's only so much you're going to be able to entangle the streets with the internet. You feel me? But at the end of the day, all these niggas is 10 play kids, man. Where I'm from, you know, pal, you had to, if you was like not that good, you know, the police athletic league, which is a football team and basketball teams, they had to at least get you in there 10 plays a game, man. These niggas ain't never really played for real. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't really, they ain't never get the MVPs or get the trophies, man. These some 10 play kids, man.
And they said if Meech was doing wrong, that Meech taught niggas to speak up on his wrong. Everybody speaks up on niggas doing wrong, so y'all would speak up if Meech was wrong, but y'all can't do that if he's not wrong, Dada. This ain't a biased situation. He actually made y'all to be y'all. Everybody's men over there. Everybody's growing over there. He made y'all to stand up. Even the baby dude said, he said, yo, Meech, so when I told me to stand up for shit like that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So he actually made people.
Whack 100, man. Whack 100 is a 10 play kid, bro. As soon as Birdman put him in the game, he take him out when he ready. 50 Cent, he's a 10 play kid. Yeah, you be thinking this nigga got all that money and all that shit, man. That nigga got Eminem money, man. As soon as Eminem take him out the game, nigga, then Raising Kanan gone. Nigga, I don't even know who the next nigga is, but all these niggas is puppets. Puppets, bro. Talking. Even Cuffy, man. Like, nigga, shit, you was all this and all that and shit. You got this shit going, nigga, but your ass in there off a murder with no gun, man. Come on, make it make sense, bro. Like, I ain't even playing with none of these niggas no more, man. It's straight fry mode, man. I hate to say it, but this how we'd be talking about it in the barbershop, man.
So Eminem ain't on nobody. Eminem ain't on 50 Cent side or Meech's side. Eminem's out of the way, you're saying. Eminem's not on Meech's side or 50 Cent side, you're saying.
Nah, Eminem out the way. You know, Birdman and them out the way, but I'm saying, like, these they puppets. So it's like, after so long, seeing the nigga really like whatever Eminem want to do, he can do, nigga. Whatever Birdman want to do, them niggas can do, nigga. So after so long, nigga, you got puppets looking at you like that. They thirsting for that same shit. You know, this nigga Whack got Cash Money West Coast, nigga. That shit don't mean shit without Birdman name on that bitch, nigga. You feel me? Same way with 50 Cent when I got Dre, I got M. Yeah, we liked it that first CD. The rest of that shit was bullshit, nigga. You better get a little Dirk on your motherfucking track or A Boogie with the Hoodie or Chef G or somebody. But if you ain't got them, we ain't listening to that shit. Them niggas want relevancy, man. Oh, I went to go get Cash Dial on the new BMF series. Nigga, so the fuck what? Nigga, shit. She supposed to be on that bitch, because without that bitch, you ain't gonna have no show, nigga.
They get contact of Malice shit, the Dada, or Pop Smoke being dead, the Dada. Like Pop Smoke should have been fucking.
That's why I'm about to close it, man. They getting contact off our people. They getting money off our people, and they trying to do it like Meech. Nigga, Meech made them people millionaires, not you, nigga. You made them niggas thousandaires, and you talking about the little millions you spent, nigga. So we know you would never give a nigga no millions, dog. Shit, I know for a fact, nigga, in these streets, boy, the niggas taking care of they together, nigga. Matter of fact, if you go too far where you from, nigga, over there by his streets, nigga, over there on Moraine, Moros, nigga, Whittier, nigga. If you ain't with them, nigga, it kind of look like you hurting. So all that shit Nigga, they don't even make sense because Tony Yayo nigga got a fucked up ass passport chain. That shit ain't even on the level of none of these guys. Nigga, these niggas got baguettes, 30 pointers, 60 pointers, 90 pointers. We
So
could really
you saying
talk
that?
about this.
So you saying there's niggas with no names that's doing better than what the fuck 50 Cent rappers is doing? These niggas is just block niggas. Outside right now. You go outside. Them niggas just pulling
On the
up.
floor. Them niggas got more shit than Tony Yayo got. Tony Yayo happy to get a couple 100,000 overseas, and he got to be there half the year for that shit. These niggas out here talking and walking it. But like how Meech said, bro, it probably will never be that shit again. But I ain't talking about Meech, man. I'm talking about what the fuck going on right here. Shit, them niggas trying to make it seem like shit. Niggas.
All right, bet. You said Sean G. You been saying Sean G was full of lies, Dada. You know what I'm saying? We about to educate the lies that he has been telling the Dada, but you been saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? What made you so aware that this nigga was bullshit, the Dada, and Cuffy was into bullshit, the Dada, and you actually know Boo Da Vinci, Southwest T, Big Meech, and all these people, the Dada, so you certified the Dada. So what made you did you just learn his demeanor, or you read the paperwork and you knew this nigga was full of shit?
Yeah, this shit old, man. This shit ain't nothing new. So, like, the whole thing is, if we was going to 50 scenario, that's the whole thing. Because it ain't really his scenario, because you got real life.
But it's Cuffy scenario and Sean G scenario, 50 Cent scenario, it's all the same shit. But these niggas actually been pushing it way before 50. You know what I'm saying? So, you've been saying that.
Split it like this, bro. I can split it like this. You know, Cuffy, you been said it, so we just gonna put it like this. What the fuck you was doing with Tammy trying to make BMF movie? Right. It's then the same thing with 50, nigga. Why you was doing that shit with Tammy? So you can't put this shit on your boy, nigga. Put this shit on your back, man. Know what the fuck going on.
Yo, Cuffy said that he told Tammy to get Big Meech to give her the rights. Like he requested that. So what Big Meech did it to fuck with Cuffy? Oh yeah, I gave you the rights to fuck with Cuffy. Because he said that he asked Tammy. The thing was to get Tammy to get Big Meech's rights.
Man, this Big Meech family. This ain't no motherfucking CMF, nigga. This ain't no Cuffy Mafia family, nigga. Shut the fuck up with that dumb shit, Cuffy. That Black Mafia shit came from the government. You heard the white boy right here on this show. He said he never heard of BMF. Nigga, it's something called DFB, nigga, Death Before Dishonor, nigga, Big Meech family, nigga. That shit got out of hand back in them days. Like I said, me said it probably never be that shit again. It probably ain't. But like what they did show us, see, like this one thing 50 Cent and them niggas got fucked up, man. 50 Cent got this shit fucked up. We come from Blade Icewood, Street Lord Wines, nigga. Tough Towns, nigga. We come from real street niggas that already been rapping. Them niggas never was famous, but half them niggas was rich well before the fucking internet. Like, nigga, these same rappers, nigga, they didn't need no 50 Cent. Them niggas who I'm naming, like Blade Icewood, Street Lords, these niggas had tracks with Birdman. These niggas had tracks with Jay-Z. Nigga, you can go look it up. This was before YouTube. These niggas was real life millionaires. So it's like one thing that BMF showed us is we can get money together and we can keep getting money. That's why you see us keep getting money. You don't see us stop on the money hole. You feel me? A lot of motherfuckers, they get to beefing with niggas and they ain't getting no money. They get to killing motherfuckers and they ain't getting no money, nigga. Shit, I'd rather be 100,000 there and had $300 in my pocket with 10 bodies, man. You gotta know the real, not the false.
So 50 Cent told 42 Doug to go get his 100 stacks back. He should have gave it to his boys. That he should have.
That boy is something I don't even want to speak on, but whatever that nigga and them niggas taking care of him, you gotta make sure you know them niggas. If you know that nigga daddy, you know what the fuck his daddy on. Yeah. Don't talk about this shit. His daddy ain't hurting for it. What you talking about?
Facts. I bet. So Sean G be spreading the fucking lies. We gonna go through the lies this nigga been spreading. And we gonna get into it. Fuck it.
Sit tight and listen to the lies in his.
Yo, Eastland, keep stand on business, nigga. Stand on business for BMF. You heard? Like, you know what I'm saying? You saying the right shit, bro. You saying the right shit. And you actually know these people. So niggas won't say that this nigga, he don't know who he is. We don't know. Nah, this is a Detroit nigga. He was in Miami, nigga. He's a BMF nigga. He's here to stay down and stay righteous, to speak upon what gotta be spoken upon, because a lot of niggas is slandering and saying they ain't slandering, but they biased and they on some lying shit, and we gotta understand the lies that Cuffy is spilling out because it's not right. Right or wrong. All right.
Own words while we compare what he says to the paperwork.
Now, Cuff, man, run through
you know, I want to give you the floor, man. You on my platform. I want to give you the floor. I've read the motion to suppress the wiretaps. You've watched me. I've done the whole thing, and my man's paperwork don't look good, Cuff.
All right, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's really simple, Sean. In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute. An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds.
According to the paperwork.
All right, we're going to say this right now. That was that dude, that white dude, which is Southwest T's lawyer. He never defended Meech not once. He said he don't even know Meech. He only knows Southwest T, that. He don't even know Meech. But he said that the time, because they was legal, it was legitimate, that he looking into. He that was at the end. So he never even was defending Meech. You can even say that. He was defending Southwest T because he knows Southwest T. And
Right, all he said was he wanted to know if he did it or not. He said he found nothing. Once again, 199,000 person in a row.
Facts.
Tammy testified that she cut off all illegal communication with Cuffy in 2012. So why is Cuffy saying that Meech put the feds on him in 2013?
Because like I've been said, nigga
Also,
been knew another
the paperwork
bitch.
confirms
Ain't like he just brought the bitch in. Nigga, you been knew the bitch. You even said it yourself. I think the last time we talked, we was listening to that shit. Nigga, he lying about the times he know the bitch, bro. He getting more up in the jam, and he got his finger like this. But every time that motherfucker come out, they be like, nigga, why you gotta turn it right back at yourself? You shooting yourself in the foot, nigga. Shit. You gonna represent yourself one way or another, nigga. A lot gonna change different times, man. Everybody asks you the same simple ass questions, and then it's like, nigga, you don't know how the fuck you got locked up, nigga. This shit, poor shit, man.
Facts. Nah, he's giving me y'all.
I don't even condone no black man being locked up, or no white man, no brown man, no Asian man, no man. But at the same time, nigga, shit, why the fuck you pleading guilty to shit that you ain't do, nigga? Then you talking about a nigga that snitched on the wiretap or caused the wiretap. Better yet to say, but at the same time, a nigga is not aware of none of this shit. You trying to convince a motherfucker a nigga is aware of this shit. You trying to convince the motherfucking internet nigga is one thing is not, bro. That shit getting sickening, nigga. Like a motherfucking puppy that got 3 legs, man. That motherfucker might not make it in this world, man. Just admit the shit.
Yeah. He's pulling out. He's trying to paint a picture, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Every time someone's, yo, look at this. What the fuck you want me to look at? There's nothing there. Like there's nothing there.
Look, I'm telling you, Jesus, he could be coming back, but this right here is a whole conspiracy. Jesus really could be coming back, man. I'm just telling you the truth. But look, right here, this paperwork right here could be a whole conspiracy, man.
That's right. Nah, they're gonna say the lies. They're gonna call all the lies that these niggas been saying. Sean G too.
That it was Cuffy that called Tammy looking for work. It wasn't the other way around. Cuffy comes up with a story that Meech called him from jail, but there is no paperwork to support that.
It's pitiful, man. Put that dog to sleep, man. You know he ain't gonna make it.
It's really, really simple. This shit is not complicated, man.
Okay, now, Cuff, when you say she put you with the feds, that mean now is Suarez down with the feds too, or you don't know?
No, sir.
No, he ain't. That's why he cut it off when he knew what time it was. But it was your horny ass needed some work that you ain't never had because you gave Big Meech his first million, but you knew a nigga pockets. But see, you calling the feds, don't even know you calling the feds. Everybody that got wind, that bitch, the feds, they didn't cut the bitch off, but you still trying to fuck on the bitch. You still trying to get the bricks. You still trying to be Big Meech. It ain't hard to tell.
Eastland came from Miami, Eastland came from Miami. He already was over there, You know what I'm saying? He was already with the big dog, What you saying, He already linked up. He ain't end up like Cuff. What you saying, You talking? You're just speaking out your ass, GG. Get right.
Suarez is straight up and down.
Straight good dude.
This is a nigga that just coming from Miami, You heard?
As a matter of fact, he beat the feds in trial. That's how he met Meech in the county jail.
Notice that Cuffy says Fidel Suarez is a good dude, but according to the paperwork, he took advantage of Fidel in a drug deal. Here, let's take a look.
I had a conversation with Fidel Suarez, he called. Upset, furious, because This was after the fact of the August the 5th. He was mad because he said that Cuff stiffed him and didn't pay him all the money for the drugs. I don't remember if it was heroin or cocaine. I honestly don't remember, but he didn't pay him all the money for the blocks, whichever it was.
Okay. Now, Cuff, I want to go ahead, man. Now, when you initially reached out to Tammy, you was just interested in the movie joint.
Yeah, actually, Meech put me with Tammy back around 08, 09. And this was strictly,
Nah, they saying 42 Doug's the real one, that he stays down, he's a righteous one, so you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
ain't
that
one of
boy,
them big,
look,
so
man,
he's
stop
you
looking
know.
at a nigga because you think you know a nigga, boy. That shit irritating me, man. Shit, you're not gonna find nobody from the crib gonna speak out loud against that nigga, man. I ain't dick sucking nothing, nigga. I'm just keeping this shit straight up. It's certain niggas not gonna speak on to pull a card on, and they know this shit. So shit, before another nigga get to playing on a nigga name, man, like shit, man, let's just keep it real, bro. Shit, if you can't show your face card around this bitch, nigga, don't do it. If you ain't moving, nigga, don't do it. Cause it's a lot of niggas talking that talk and they not gonna do it. They probably stuck in the hood, can't move, can't do shit. Ain't got no motherfucking motion, mad at they self, mad at they mama, hate the motherfucking world, dog.
Facts.
You if you want to be mad at a nigga, be mad at a nigga. But shit, if we gonna keep it real with a nigga, keep it real with a player, man.
And the paperwork is Cuffy's. Yeah, niggas been looking through Cuffy's. That nigga gotta go through Cuffy's paperwork. The data, them
Man,
agents.
no, man. Listen, a nigga really we need to point the finger back. Nigga really need to go at 50 paperwork, how the Fed shut down that concert like that. I was the first one to tell you about that.
Yeah, I understand, but I can't clean dirt with dirt, nigga. I can't do that. I mean, if you feel like you wanna clean dirt with dirt, the data, you know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? When you said the 50 Cent got the concert taken, got a thing. You was there, right? You was at the concert.
I'm saying, who else did?
Is it
Who else
because the
did?
BMF logo? Is it because 50 Cent got the BMF logo copyrighted?
So he
He
want to
got it
get some
trademarked.
money. So he want to get some money off another man. But you was just swearing you was helping another man. What is? Come on, man, that's too much. Too much. It should have been, could have been a fake ass nigga in the mix versus real nigga being on the floor. We get distracted for real shit. Cause like I say, man, the government gonna have somebody distract you when Larry Hoover get out.
So what do
Cause
you
they
feel
ain't the
about that,
same.
nigga?
Now this how I feel. Like, look, man, the government gonna distract you from the real because look, all them other gangsters killing you, raping you, stealing from you out your own fucking house. But this gangster was talking about black people that's come together. Man, Meech, you know what I'm saying? All them other drug dealers, they gonna tell you how to give them all your money, and then they gonna shine on your ass in your face. But Meech, hold on, man. That nigga was sharing his wealth that ain't nobody seen. You ain't even seen Frank Lucas do it like that. He just did it with his family like that. You ain't see him do this with other niggas to where they could take their kids to private schools. The whole message is anything we want to do, we need to be together on, and we'll be the biggest at it. That's the whole point. But they taking us away from the shit, bro. You feel me? Because you got like a snake in the bunch, and he coming out the cut. You know, he was just fucking with this nigga. Now all of a sudden he beefing with this nigga, man. And I even sold out to it when I was young. You know, I was listening to Ja Rule and then got to listen to 50 Cent. But when you really take a look at it, how that nigga come out, man? You feel me? Destroying another black man, dog. And then what was the credit to it? Nigga, you had us thinking, nigga, you was beating up Ja Rule, having shootouts. It was the other way around. Them niggas shot your ass up, stabbed your ass up. Man, you was lying like a motherfucker. I don't think it's no different. I don't think Ja Rule gotta be bigger than you to be harder than you. I don't think that Big Meech gotta be darker than you to be harder than you, bro. I just think you
Yeah.
jealous.
So they said so this is what they saying. The Fed advised Meech to not do the concert because of the death threats.
What death threats? From who? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you talk about how big the severity is, this a nigga who put Bloods and Crips, GDs, and Vice Lords together.
Facts.
My baby, hold on. This some money. Don't make
Handle your situation. Handle your situation. We here.
Strictly dealing with the movie. So this call is from a federal prison. My job was to come up with the movie script and find a motion picture house to take the deal. And at that particular time, she had his life rights. So of course, she would have to take the meetings with myself and Louis Burrell, which is MC Hammer's big brother out of Oakland.
Okay.
Which is my man. We go way back.
A few moments later.
He introduced me to Tammy around 2009. My job was to procure a movie script. And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights and that I would get us a deal.
Yo, he keeps contradicting himself. That's why he gotta keep talking. We gotta get Cuffy on more podcasts, Dada, so he could keep talking, Dada. We could just see through this shit, Dada, because he contradicted himself, Dada. Keep listening.
your boy right there who interviewing him. The nigga trying to get the clout off the city of Detroit and shit, man. That nigga from Flint, man. That nigga is not from Detroit. Detroit is not Flint, and Flint is not Detroit. I don't give it no disrespect,
Oh,
nigga.
shit. Who is
this? Right, that nigga Dogface. Listen, Jamaica is not Haiti, and Haiti is not Jamaica. And I'm gonna keep it respectful. Listen, man. I'm just gonna tell you the truth, man. I don't be going to Flint, telling niggas Flint how they business is, nigga, or telling a nigga what the fuck going on or who not to fuck with. He telling 42 Doug some shit, nigga. 42 Doug and them niggas get your ass did something to around this bitch. Nigga, that fool ass jury he be having, nigga, any nigga could put on they motherfucking shit, bro. That ain't shit, nigga. Don't think that shit like that nigga like he riding around.
They said that he put a lot of. They say he put a lot of shit together. He puts a lot of shit together in Detroit. He rubs elbows with a lot of people.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. It don't matter who the fuck you fuck with. Listen, it don't matter who the fuck you fuck with. Who the fuck is you? And at the end of the day, nigga, shit, he ain't did shit for this city, nigga. I'm gonna tell you somebody who did something for this city, Kwame Kilpatrick, nigga. It was his dream to bring the Lions, the Pistons, and the motherfucking Tigers downtown. I'm gonna tell you who did something for the city, Mike Duggan. Them the last two mayors we had, man. Ain't no nigga did nothing for the city but try to sell some drugs out this bitch and make some money so they can take care of their family, nigga. And if you came from another city trying to do something in our city, nigga, you always gonna be second, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you because I ain't gonna. This one thing Meech knew. I'm not gonna go to motherfucking St. Louis and run St. Louis, bro. It ain't a hard motherfucking thing about it. It's a common sense thing about it, bro. I don't care where you at right now. I'm not going there trying to run your shit. We can make some money, nigga, and you can keep running your shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can show me a good time.
Facts.
Vice versa.
So Dollface ain't. So Dollface is he. What would you call him? A liar? He's just bullshitting. He's lying. What? He's doing more sauce.
He a YouTube artist. This is where it's about to get so saucy, man. I'm just gonna get saucy around this bitch, man. Hopefully we grow together, man. I give it all to you, bro. Just let me be your guest, nigga. But a nigga who said that Dollface did anything credible, please ever speak up.
Nigga, you already know you good here, Dada. Go ahead,
man,
speak your.
Any nigga who ever seen Dollface save a nigga life, please speak up. Man, listen, a nigga who ever seen Dollface in some real activities, please speak up. Man, listen, dog. All Dollface know how to do, nigga, is get on that camera and talk some good ass shit, man. And set that motherfucking camera up. He don't know how to do this real street shit, man. He ain't one of them niggas. Listen, bro, it's a lot of fugazi niggas with them buffs on. It's a lot of fugazi niggas with them chains on. It's a lot of fugazi niggas with money in my city. Nigga, I don't know if you know, nigga. Detroit a presidential city. Then everybody unemployed. So everybody got to hustle. But that don't mean that niggas don't get their shit took. That don't mean that niggas don't get checked up. That don't mean niggas don't dick suck.
That's everywhere.
Now you catching my drift.
Yeah.
Just because you got some, just because you trying to hold on to some shit, nigga, like I said, let somebody vouch for you, for that nigga, man. If anybody vouch for that nigga, say something. Because I know damn well where he be at. Where he at? On the east side, the west side? Like, we ain't the same like other cities. East side niggas be on the west side every day. West side niggas be on the east side every day. Southwest niggas be all through the city just the same. I was just in Southwest. Nigga, look, we be everywhere, man. We be in Southfield. Nigga, we in our suburbs. We everywhere where the money at, nigga. Pontiac, nigga. Shit, I will go to Flint Town, nigga, if it's on some money. But I ain't about to go dip my nose in a business, though. You say you got something I need, or shit, I got something you need, nigga. It's on the floor. Shit, we can get it. But you
So
talking
you
about all
say
that?
he don't know what he's talking about. What the
Man,
fuck is this dude talking about?
Listen, watch this. Well, I don't know nothing about no niggas in Flint. I don't know what they doing. I don't know what none of they street niggas and I ain't gonna know them niggas. Now, if you catch them niggas that go down, and one of them niggas went down, and I did know him, or it came down to it, I might told you, oh yeah, they solid. But if you asking me anything else other than what I don't know, nigga, I can't tell you. I ain't about to say don't fuck with that nigga. You gotta fuck with that nigga. I ain't gonna say none of that shit, bro. I'm gonna let that shit speak for itself. His hometown gonna tell you about that nigga, dog. See, one thing about it, they try to make it seem like, oh, that nigga ran and dipped.
Is he a bozo in his own town? Is he a bozo though?
That's the thing. Ask Flint. They know him better than we do.
Yeah.
That's what he's fucking, right?
But he's a bozo compared to, he's a bozo over there. He's a bozo because he's out of town. He's an out of town nigga.
That's the thing. Listen, listen, man. That's what I try to say. They try to make it seem like your boy Meech, he ran from Detroit. Listen, look at the paperwork. It said them niggas was dodging indictments in Detroit, so they left. That was an educational decision. That was a career decision. They didn't run because no niggas. You gotta, like, man, 50 Cent TV show would be over doing real shit.
And the dude, and that dude Lamar said that his brother died, and Meech was there, and he got shot 5 times. So he's not, Meech wasn't the one that got shot 5 times, you know what I'm saying? Meech was the one that died that day, so we gotta keep it realistic, you know what I'm saying? They talking, they talking,
right.
but they calling this nigga bitch. But how is he bitch, Cause you get too big for your city. It's time to stay in your city, I'm saying, time to leave this shit, So they calling him bitch, but you the one that coming down saying, damn, my brother died. I got shot 5 times. Wait a minute. So how the fuck? Who the fuck is? Wait a minute.
And then, like I say, fuck the beef, niggas. Niggas go through that shit every day, nigga. The beef ain't the reason why we left. It's an indictment we dodging. Let's keep notice of the truth instead of the
But that's what they trying to say. They trying to paint that picture saying that niggas did leave because of the situation. I'm saying out of their mouth, they saying that y'all niggas was putting in work. Period.
But see, this the whole thing. This the whole thing, man. This all because we was looking at 50 Cent movie instead of reading the paperwork in the first place. You feel me?
50. All right, so they saying right here, 50 Cent. He fucks with the El Chapo, the people who ratted on El Chapo or some shit like that. The Flores twins who ratted on El Chapo or some shit like that.
One more again, man. This is what we getting out of hand. It ain't no paperwork on none of this shit. So on that Meech shit, bro, I just gotta put it once again, nigga. Who know the fucking El Flores twins to be talking about that Mexican shit in their land, man? We getting out of hand.
Yeah. Just speaking. Nah, but they just you know what I'm saying? They just speaking, you know what I'm saying? They just speaking. All right, so
how many niggas, listen, if a nigga was a snitch, they need to be speaking on how many niggas he could have snitched on, man. Let's just be real. This nigga put everybody together. Laced them up like 2 shoes, man.
Dogface don't run shit in Michigan.
I told you that.
I told you that. Shut down. Dogface TV, YouTube street the fuck down. Dogface don't run shit.
I told you that, man. That shit ain't, man. Listen, I ain't gonna tell you no
lies.
lies.
An hour away from Detroit.
Man, listen, he can be in Detroit. I ain't never seen that. Who would be where he be at?
That niggas been snitching. Ain't nobody messing with them. Facts. You telling the truth. I'm from Dexter, Linwood. You know what Dexter's at?
Man, yeah, I know what DLA at, man. Dexter, Linwood area, man. I'm really one of them, nigga.
All right, we understand. All right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this line ass nigga fucking Cuffy, So you see that he contradicting himself. Everything he says, he's gonna contradict himself, and we going right here. We gonna show it all, Dada.
That's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights, and that I would get us a deal, which means
I told him that I told Tammy that she needs to get whose life rights? Big Meech, not Big Meech calling him like, yo, I got the life rights. I told her to fuck with Big Meech, to tell, damn, the shit getting spooky. This is his mouth. We can't take nothing from it. This is what the fuck he's saying, Dada. Let's get right to it, Dada. It's getting spooky.
Me and Lewis.
Now notice it was Cuffy that said that it was him that told Tammy to get Big Meech life rights he can get them a deal.
Now, Cuff, Meech reached out to you and hit you about the movie rights, or making the movie, or Tammy approached you about making the movie?
I reached out to Meech and told him that, yo, if you can get your movie rights over to your people, man, like your family or somebody, we can get this bread. You feel me?
Right.
But instead of him turning over his life rights to his mom, to his sister, Danielle, or one of them, for some reason he turned it over to this Tammy Collins broad.
Shout out to the west side of Detroit. Know what I'm saying? You're from the west. Shout out to you. You know where the west side, Eastland?
Man, west side, east side, southwest, man.
Yeah,
8 Mile downtown, everywhere, man. North End, man. Zone 8, man. Shit, Black Bottom, stand up, everybody, man.
You heard? We getting right here. We gonna get it right, the dollar. This is for y'all, the dollar. We gonna do it. This is for the world. This is for the world. So the world can see the truth, the dollar. Cuffy is a fucking pathological liar, the dollar, and that's just crazy, the dollar.
Hey.
That's what we were working on, to get his life rights, and that I would get us a deal, which me and Lewis. That's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights, and that I would get us a deal, which me and Lewis.
Now, Cuff, how far you go back with Tammy?
I'm worried about Meech.
Oh, 0809. We've been taking Meech.
What do you say, GG?
He was supposed to be worried about getting him a good lawyer instead of worried about Meech. You see how the guy don't like ugly? You trying to snake your man. And now you mad you in a jam.
They said Dolphin trying to be Charleston White or Whack 100 of Detroit.
But he not, though. We need a real us, because that ain't us. Nigga, we don't talk like that. We don't sound like that. Nigga, we way more smooth. Like, see, look, I don't know. It's just like this. Where you from, y'all niggas need a real street nigga. And the real street niggas gonna vibe. And it's gonna interact with another real street nigga in all the states. But the ones that's fake, for some reason, we ain't gonna mix. Nigga, it's just like, it's like salt with grits, bro. That shit, nigga, it don't mix, bro.
Facts. And this lying ass shit don't mix either with the truth.
It just don't mix, man.
That's part of the record also. So we have our emails back and forth. That's part of the record of this case. Because like our argument was that I wasn't in no drug deal with Tammy. We were working on a legitimate business deal.
So you don't run into Tammy until 0809. Now, did you know Tammy going back to 90? When did Meech ran into it in 0203? But you didn't meet her back that early?
No, sir. No, I don't. To be honest with you, Sean, I don't know when they originally hooked up. He told me he had this girl that was doing a lot of his running and things of that nature. She was very business, and that was around 0809. So I didn't have any reason to know her or know nothing about her, other than the fact that he told me she had his life rights, which was true. She testified under oath that she had his life rights in the Franks hearing.
Now, Cuff, man, I know you spent a lot of money on them lawyers in that Franks hearing. How much did you spend on legal fees altogether, man?
About $150,000.
Did you pay for all four of y'all's or just yours?
Just mine.
Okay, and then the other dudes, the Rush brothers and Gibbs, they handle their own.
Of course they did.
Okay. Now, niggas is saying, Cuff, and that we talking about the comment section, niggas with fake profiles and whatnot, they don't matter, but they wondering like, are you a rat? Or did you cooperate in any kind of way? Can you clean that up for us, man?
Well, the documents speak for themselves. I find that.
They said Dolphin go get what he looking for. It keeps on talking shit about Street Lord Juan.
STL Juan, he ain't lying. Shit. Whatever him and Blade had going on, let them niggas go through that shit. Don't be bringing street shit up, bro. Like, look, our city, nigga, we like Tupac and Biggie, bro. We don't pick sides. So it's like, nigga, Late Icewood was beefing with Tough Tone, nigga, and we was listening to both of them, nigga, because it's the one that's gonna last in the end, not the one that's gonna lose. But if the one do lose, if he did put in work, nigga, we ain't gonna forget about it. This nigga was nice too, so that's how he is. But like Dogface, he don't know no wine, so it's like, nigga, I know he don't know no wine, so it's like, why the fuck you talking about wine, nigga? Wine see you, he'll slap the shit out you, beat the shit out you, spit in your face, nigga, break your motherfucking legs, nigga. And that's just like the lightest motherfucking degree of shit, though. I ain't lying, nigga. Because it might be a nigga that's right there with him that don't want to see him move, that put your ass to sleep, but you talking about him and shit. And then you talking about another nigga, like I say, he done did motherfucking time, bro. Just got out off an indictment, nigga. This nigga ain't trying to run into no motherfucking beef. This nigga trying to count money, see his family. He already put that work in, nigga. Why you trying to bring him down, nigga, about some past shit? About a nigga you don't even know, nigga. We love Blade, nigga. But at the same time, nigga, that's him, Jesse James Blade business, nigga. You don't know them niggas, let them niggas talk it out. They want to put that shit on the internet, let them niggas put that shit on the internet. Nigga, you trying to get views and clout off our motherfucking city, man. See, like, bro, you just mysteriously ran into this shit because you into this right now, so you could change your life. You ain't came and knocking at Detroit though, trying to be in Detroit, nigga. So that's where the respect come in. Cause like I said, when it come down to where you from and what you doing, bro, I could be doing my YouTube, nigga. I could be turning my shit up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up when it's you telling me about you and your people, because nigga, this what the people want to see. They don't want to see me run my mouth about people from where you from. They want to hear you talk about people from where you from.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Don't fake for the, you know what I'm saying? Keep it clear in the streets. I'm talking about the street business. I'm talking about regular niggas. The regular niggas gonna pop up where you at.
Yeah, that's why I said all things don't be outside.
And like I said, we more righteous over here. We in the elevator. Who's elevated? God's elevated. So we just speaking on weird. You gotta stay more weird than ever. Stay coherent to the shadows. Point blank. Period. That's just what it is. GG.
I agree with that, man.
Let's take a look at the Gregory Griggs and Brian Collins case. This is the first time we see Cuff name on someone's paperwork.
What?
One cooperating source advised that between November of 2003 and February of 2005, that source alone purchased approximately 1,200 kilograms of cocaine from Dion Gatling at an estimated cost of $24 million. Somehow, Cuffy was never arrested. He must have been one lucky man, I guess.
What?
That's I mean, you can check my record on me. Just tell them check my record on me.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Cuffy, we would like to check.
That wasn't about Cuff. That wasn't about Cuff when the brother got kidnapped. That was about Cuff right there when the brother got kidnapped in the BMF series.
That wasn't the case. Nah, on the BMS series, I think something did happen with the St. Louis brothers, but that wasn't that case though. That case, what they was just talking about, if you rewind, they talking about Cuffy got caught on some paperwork in 2003 or 2005 or some shit like that. They had said it was like $2.4 million worth of work, but they saying he ain't never do no time for this shit. Maybe that shit got through out the window, but once again, maybe a nigga just cooperated with the motherfucking police. This nigga dumb as hell, dog. That nigga do all types of dumb shit, man.
That 50 Cent mess will order Rad's sons since Ghetto Quran.
But Meech ain't one of them. Nigga, stop playing on niggas' names. And if you gonna do that, show your face. Nigga, stop doing all that yet.
Cindy.
Your paperwork, but it's sealed. In fact, all 4 of you guys that were arrested paperwork is sealed. Why is that?
That's just called it straight out.
Why did everybody I talked to from St. Louis and you
claiming motherfucking Meech got some sealed paperwork. Meech paperwork is out here, but you got paperwork with 4 other co-defendants. I mean, 3 other co-defendants, nigga. Y'all got sealed paperwork on $2.4 million on some motherfucking bricks, nigga. Why y'all ain't sit down for that shit, nigga? Matter of fact, why the feds was ready to get you? Because you was in that circle. You was around them hot ass names. It ain't too many niggas at the top. But you was dealing, like I said at the beginning, everybody act like they don't know what it is. When you be moving and you at a high level, nigga, you know who the feds is. You got dirty feds too, nigga. So it's like, nigga, you know who the fuck the feds is, nigga. Somebody got to help you do a job. But at the end of the motherfucking day, nigga, it's a line you don't cross. You don't got to tell a motherfucker soul a thing. Like, you could give a motherfucker $1 million, right? You ain't even got to tell them where you got that $1 million from. You just got to give it to them. So like I say, if you're giving a nigga $50,000 to give you some help or some aid or an eye or a watch, that's all you got to do. You ain't got to say, oh shit, we doing this, we doing that. So it's like, we already know that niggas know certain motherfuckers, but it's like this. How do they know you that well where they ready to cross your ass out? How do they know you that well to where they ready to do something to you because they know what you is? See the difference between Tammy ain't sold no bricks with her own acknowledgement, nigga. She was fucking with the feds the same way you was fucking with the feds. That's why you talking to wait why another nigga locked up. It was Meech locked up for one. While you and her was talking on the phone. It wasn't Meech. You had every fucking reasonable doubt to really have another conversation with her outside of that one conversation. It wasn't Meech. Nigga, listen, Meech the hottest thing smoking when he was locked up. Everybody trying to get on the phone with that nigga and talk about how they could move some bricks and hope he can get him the motherfucking plug, nigga. It's really a gift if that nigga dropped that leverage on your dumb ass. You trying to trick a motherfucker like, oh, me and Tammy was both free and then Meech snitched on us just to get out. Then why he still had to drop that 20, nigga? The fuck is you talking about?
That's a fact. That don't even make sense. That's why I said, how the fuck niggas gonna come out after a nigga did all his time solid, went through all that, the niggas in the fence was looking through his shit, everybody looking through the paperwork, everybody was going through his shit, combing through his shit, to him to come out to go through all this shit, that don't make sense. It wasn't happening for the last 20 years. I understand the last 20 years, nigga was on his heels. He was, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't right. This is that. Nah, that nigga was solid up in the joint. And that's the toughest where the toughest is at. So, you know what I'm saying? He comes out to the free world. Y'all want to play with him? But you know how it goes. But we're going to get back to all the lies that Cuffy and Sean G happen to say. And you know what I'm saying? The more they talk, they just remember, we're not saying that they liars. They saying they self that they liars. They contradicting every word that they say. They putting it out there. Oh, Meech introduced me to this. Yo, Reach did the life right this. He did this. He did that. But then he's saying, yo, I told Tammy to go get the life rights for Meech. I put him. You know what I'm saying, so what was it? It was a setup from the jump. What was it, Dundada?
You know my man Cav, man, from the Boogie.
Ain't no doubt.
And
Ain't no doubt.
And yo, Kev told me this story, man. Me and him was in Morgantown together, and he told it to me back then.
Well, if your man Kev know Cuff so well, can you ask him, can he get Cuffy paperwork? Because it's sealed, and we can't get it. Matter of fact, next time you interview Cuff, can you ask him for his paperwork? We would all like to see it.
Now, Cuff, you was the word that you put money in Meech's hand. He didn't put no money in your hand.
Nigga ain't have nothing, homie. And when I talk to shit, you understand what I'm saying?
Hold on, pause this, man. Pause this. Please, bro, pause this. Go to Cuffy pictures before Meech, because he was still fucked up after. But anyways, go to his pictures before. Nigga, Meech already had BMF chains. Nigga, and Terry already had Terry chains in Southwest before they seen you. So let me ask y'all. Who had what before they met a motherfucker? No, if I ain't mistaken, didn't 50 Cent take the pictures and put it on the BMF series? Can you upload the introduction to BMF?
Let me see. I got you right now. So you saying that it's a lie, like, yo, at the end of the day, they can't call Meech broke, he got to, and niggas in the city was saying that he was getting money, then he leaves the city, and then he gets up.
Fuck a nigga saying. I just wanted to go to the BMF introduction. I could have swore that they showed them niggas how they was looking in Southwest.
Oh, BMF intro?
I could have swore they did, didn't they?
I don't know.
It showed them with they gazelle glasses on. Some of them niggas had buffs on. Them niggas had the 12th Street chains. Right or real? That shit, I mean, what was we talking about? Nigga, wasn't my boy on the show telling you Meech was switching up cars, Den and Benzes and shit? I mean, come on, man. A lot don't care, but let's see the truth. Let's see the introduction of that BMF show, man. I could have swore them niggas had something going on for themselves. I ain't gonna call them niggas millionaires. I don't know what no nigga had in their pocket. I said it, Steve. They shouldn't be speaking on it, man. With Victor Mack. I said they showing us that they capping. Did I
Yeah,
say?
I can't find the thing to get the intro. I'm gonna have to play a fucking episode and just start it from the beginning.
Yeah, it's on the
But nah,
episode.
but we get what you're saying. 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 No, we get what you're saying. If you seen the intro to the BMF shit, they got all the pictures. They show all the pictures of Cuffy and Big Meech before when they first met.
Oh, they show listen. They show Meech and them when they was in Southwest before Cuffy.
Oh, all right.
They showed you what they was dealing with before they met Cuffy, man. See, when he met Cuffy, them niggas was messing with Jacob the jeweler. And they was getting canary yellow and canary blue diamonds put in their pieces that was weighing down there a half a ton that no rapper was even getting when they met him. Now, I don't know if Cuffy ever bought his daughter a piece of jewelry like that to tell another nigga, oh, them niggas want to get no money. I want to, like I say, I want to see a 1999 picture of Cuffy. And then I want to see a 1999 picture of Meech. This before they met each other, right?
All right.
That's why I said if you go to the beginning of the BMF introduction, you see Meech and Terry without Cuffy. You see the beginning of it. I've been said that, man. They say Cuff is unintelligent. I've been said that, man. He think he a smart nigga. He might have been a killer, but he was a snake.
Let me see if we can find a picture of Cuffy 1999. I guess honestly, all these pictures, they got the little picture, well, I could show you. I could show you. Yeah.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear. What's good, Dondada?
Ain't that what's going on, man?
Yo, Eastland, that's Kev. Yo, Kev, that's Eastland, Dondada.
What's good? What's good? How you, man?
I'm still on. Somebody just sent this message in, yeah.
All right, boom. What are you saying? What picture? This picture. This is the only actual picture. What picture you want to say? This one right here? Because we really ain't no real.
I was saying, no, I'm about to say that BMF series, the beginning of the damn intro, you could see who knew who, man. Cuffy said that Meech and them ain't had no money for they met him. But like I say, you can go on the beginning of the BMF series and see Meech and them with chains on and all that shit, money and all that shit before they even left Detroit. That's just some shit they trying to make you believe, like, oh, some niggas left Detroit because they ran, and niggas ain't know the DEA said they left they trail.
Look, the one thing you got to know is when a motherfucker lie about one thing, they lie about everything. We know Cuff lying.
Right.
So you can't believe nothing he's saying now. It's already been broken down. They let you listen to every lie he telling throughout this whole. One thing about a lie, you can't uphold that shit. You ain't gonna remember all that shit. You're not gonna remember all the lies you tell dealing with all this paperwork. You're not.
Brooklyn saying Cuffy's lying now. Right. This is a Brooklyn nigga right here saying Cuffy's lying now. Good. No, I'm saying Brooklyn. Know what I'm saying?
No, when you call an ace and a spade, you ain't saying no. He ain't saying no rocket science shit. He just calling it like how we been saying it. If a nigga just keep changing his story, man, that's like in your household. Is he not the liar?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
your
yeah.
brother, you got two brothers, is what I'm saying. One of them changing up the story, but then you got this one brother that been told you, man, at 12 o'clock, this nigga opened up that damn can of damn motherfucking tomato juice and drunk that shit. He ain't changed the damn time. But the other nigga, well, it was him, or I don't know who the fuck it was. Oh man, why you putting that shit on me? Nigga, it's your ass. You the problem.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what happened here to Cuffy.
Go ahead.
He tried to. The thing is this. Now, in the beginning, if he would have stopped in the very beginning, if he would have stopped like midpoint, nobody wouldn't have been looking into him. But you going
Right.
on and on and on now, and now everybody like, hold the fuck up. This dude is saying this and saying that, but the bitch is saying something different than him. So that's why everybody started looking into him. She's saying something different than what he's saying. That's what made me remember. Son, you remember, I've been saying he was fucked up. Before this even came out, I've been saying it because I've been listening to him.
Yeah.
First of all, I know this from doing the federal bid and fighting the federal legal work on drug cases and all that shit. I knew this. You can't get paid and then ask for somebody to get a downward departure.
Right.
If you ratting, if a third party ratting, you can't. It's either you take the money or you take or you help the person out. This bitch done got paid 5 times. How she gonna go into court and say, well, can I get Demetrius Flenory? It was bogus the way she said it anyway. It ain't said like that. They asked her, how would you? They asked her, listen, why are you doing this? You're not being compensated. You ain't got no case.
That was a move out of guilt, right? Because she was
Right.
fucking with
No, that was
somebody
a move
else.
from the
Right.
prosecutor dude
Right.
saying that, listen, I don't like the relationship with her. Remember, she was fucking the prosecutor already. So he like, yo, I don't like the relationship you got with Flenory. So something got to be done. So then she comes out and says in the cross-examination, the next one, when they ask her, yo, well, why are you doing this? You ain't getting paid. Nobody promised you. Did anybody promise you anything? Or, you don't have a record. So why are you here? It's not like the feds was coming after you. No.
Right.
So then she came out and said, just like this, can Demetrius Flenory get a time cut? Just like that, she ain't go through no other avenues or nothing. Come on, man.
She was fronting. Nah, she was fronting. She was lying.
And I want y'all to know this. All that paperwork they reading is garbage.
But it's about
it wouldn't even be used in a trial.
Right.
All that paperwork is to make sure that the rats is on court with the government. That's why the judge had them cross-examine them in front of him before anybody goes to trial. That's what they do.
Right.
So this shit right here, that's why the dude Sean G and all these other motherfuckers, they talking bullshit. Oh, did you read this? Did you read this report?
Hey, I'm
Motherfucker,
about
a
to hop
Frank's
right
hearing
back
is
off.
not even used. It's not even permissible in a trial. A Frank's hearing, you can't even use that. That's an evidentiary hearing. That's part of that. That's not have nothing to do with the questions they're gonna ask in trial. So first of all, this dude is a white collar crime dude who don't even know what the fuck. I don't know if y'all can still hear me. I got a text from my daughter, so I had to answer real quick. But yeah, this dude right here, what it is I'm gonna tell y'all something. He don't have no other income, Sean G. He makes money only off the internet. So he's gonna stretch this shit as long as he can.
Yeah. He don't want the truth to come out. Simply the truth.
Right. He don't. That's why he just keep. I mean,
he's
biased anyway because he knows the dude that was in Morgantown with him. The dude knows Cuffy.
Yo, Kev,
But
you got any questions? This is a BMF member right here, though. He actually, you know what I'm saying? He knows these niggas. He actually knows these niggas. He solidified the data. He's one of those.
Oh, the one that's here?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
but y'all actually on the same side.
I can respect that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the deal?
Eastland. Now I was telling him that you actually one of them, Dada. So you actually know, you already know what y'all actually saying, but y'all saying the same shit though. That this thing is full of shit. So
Yeah, he's full of shit,
Man,
man.
I'm about to do it the different way today. We over here doing it great.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Hey,
We gonna
my
start
man be
this.
down there where y'all at, man.
We gonna click it up. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
You
Shit,
heard
you
me,
just
Eastland?
no.
Eastland, my
That's what I was
man be
about to
down there where
say.
you at, man.
Listen, we could put something on the floor if it makes sense. I'm not lying to you, bro. No, I ain't lying. As soon as we get off of this, we gonna chop it up and get numbers
Hey,
and all
look,
of that,
man, I'm
bro.
gonna tell you this. He got my number, so you could.
oh yeah, I could
I'm
y'all
from
could
Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn, New York.
No, that's what I say. I need to go out that way.
Huh?
I said, nah, that's what you say. I'm trying to make it out that way.
Shit, you can make it. Listen, man, my number's there, man. You know.
All right, back to this. Let's get back to the Cuffy, the lies. Sean G. We told this nigga put his pom poms down, but now this shit's getting hectic. And you know what's crazy? Kev? And Eastland, this niggas actually, they'll tell something and then they'll take it back by themselves. We're not even the one calling them liars. They calling themselves liars.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You gotta make that the market of the video, expose these niggas' names, man.
I got you.
But that's the marking of this video. That's why I sent it to him, because I wanted him to do this on this.
Facts.
Like this dude, another thing, this dude Sean G is biased because when Cuffy say certain shit, even he know he lying. Look at his facial expressions.
Yep.
He just dick riding Cuffy because his man knew him and all that shit.
Yep.
That's offended. Yeah, the bag.
No, this nigga ain't had nothing, man. I mean, he was doing a little bullshit hustling. But when we got him down to the loot, homie, I put the nigga hustle game on 10. When I let the nigga touch his first $1 million, the nigga cried, homie. You feel me?
Now, Cuff, you ain't heard. When was the last time you spoke to him, man?
The last time I spoke to this brother, man, and we go back 30 plus years, just to communicate that to your audience. 30 plus years, homie. The last time I talked to this nigga, homie, was when he put me with them people. You understand? When he told me Tammy gonna be calling me early 2013, homie.
Again, according to the paperwork, Fidel and Cuffy was connected in 2012, and that deal fell through because Cuffy ran off on the plug. That same year, 2012, Tammy told Agent Cromer that she does not want to work with Cuffy anymore. So after Cuffy ran off on the plug, Tammy didn't talk to Cuff anymore about illegal drug activities. Cuffy continues to tell this lie that Meech called him in 2013 and put him with Tammy for drugs, but the witness testimony under oath was that it was Cuffy that called Tammy looking for drugs. It was not the other way around. This is important because Cuffy lawyers didn't make any objections to this witness statement during cross-examination. So one would have to ask, why would a man like Cuffy, who has been in the drug business for over 30 years, have to ask Tammy, who is essentially a stranger, for a plug? Where is his connections and relationships in the drug game that he established on his own after being in the business for over 30 years? Seems like he wanted to get a plug from Tammy so he can rob this plug and leave Tammy behind to deal with the fallout. Kinda like what he did with Fidel. He stiffed Fidel for the money and ran off with the drugs.
Something wrong with that?
Nah, I just laughed.
And then you reached out to him. And when did you find out Tammy was no good? At the Frank's hearing?
No, as soon as the thing went down, I found out that she was no good.
Yeah, pause it for a minute. Pause it for a minute.
My attorneys,
Listen to me. This lets you know this dude Sean G don't know nothing about nothing dealing with the federal system. He asked him, did he find out she wasn't no good at the Franks hearing? You know how long it took him to get a Franks hearing?
Right.
What the fuck is you talking? Like, god damn.
Fact though.
Go ahead, let it play.
Immediately after the sting, my attorney sent Meech correspondence saying, yo, Cuff need to holler at you. Your friend Tammy put him in a real bad jam with the police. I heard nothing back from him. My lawyers, he don't respond, period. And so we've been trying to contact this nigga all doing the Frank's hearing and everything on it. No response.
Cuffy said he sent big Meech certified mail. Question is, has anybody seen it? Has anybody seen any court document that Cuffy and his team put online? Think about it. So the next time Cuffy is interviewed, tell him we don't want to see a picture of Big Meech with his daughter when she was 5, sitting on the couch at his mama's house. We want to see court documents exposing Meech that only you and your lawyer would have. Because up to this point, we haven't seen anything from Cuff and his legal team, just a bunch of talk and interviews online. But now, beloved, it's time to show and prove.
So they indicted me on 2 homicides. So the only way that the government would even have jurisdiction is if the drugs charge was still there. It's called the predicate. So the predicate is what triggers the 924.
What's the 924, Cuff?
It's a gun charge.
Okay.
A 924 federal charge is a charge under 18 U.S.C. Section 924C that involves using a firearm during a crime of violence or drug trafficking. It can also include possessing a firearm to further those crimes. The mandatory minimum sentence is 5 years in prison. So how did Cuffy get 27 years? Well, it's because his co-defendant made statements that, just listen for yourself.
We believe, by the mercy of Allah, that we are in really, really good shape. When Meech and them case went
Yo, Issa, how you get 27 years, Dada?
Because he copped a plea to a murder, man. He's slow.
Yo, I hold on. I want to say this, right? Now, you heard him say he was indicted for murder, but he never got charged with murder because he told on some other case somewhere, and they changed his whole indictment procedure. He got charged with a 924C and a 924J, saying they charged him with the guns that committed the murder, but not the murder. When you hired the guys that committed the murder, this ain't right.
All right.
in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides.
You heard him say it.
They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. So I had to plead. I had to plead to 27 years. When Meech and them case went in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. So I had to plead. I had to plead to 27 years. When Meech and them case went in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides.
Yo, stop it right here. I want to say something because I done read the whole case.
My co-defendant.
Yeah,
now listen. Listen. He did not get 27 years for no homicides or no or just no guns. He got indicted. He got convicted for whatever Tammy told him.
Man. All right, you be safe. You heard?
All right, be easy. Yo, get my number from him. Don't forget.
Yeah, I got.
Yo, listen.
I'm gonna get y'all.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
What was I at? All right, listen. Damn, I done got thrown off talking to him. Damn, where was he at? Where was we at?
The 2 homicides. He got indicted for the 2 homicides.
All right, look. He said he got indicted. He didn't only go to jail for no guns. He got convicted for the drugs that Tammy was telling on. He got 10 years for drugs. Fact. For those keys and all that shit he had on his paperwork.
Oh, he got
10 years for drugs and 17 years for guns. We know that he told something because where did the homicides go? You just told us you was indicted for it.
Facts. Where did they go? Where did they go?
Who?
The homicides.
That's what I'm trying to find out where they went. I know where they went.
We asked you, nigga.
He told. That's where they went.
Hold on. You can't say that.
So I had to plead. I had to plead to 27 years. When Meech and them case went in the toilet. They indicted me on 2 homicides. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. 924C, 924J, that's what I have.
Okay.
Based on the drug trafficking, based on the Meech and Tammy drug conspiracy.
He just hold on,
Okay.
stop it right
Now what
there.
about the homicide
Stop
joint?
it right there.
Right there.
Now, didn't you just hear him earlier say they threw the Meech and Tammy situation out? Now
Yeah.
he's saying due to the Meech and Tammy situation, he got 10 years for the drugs. Come on, man. I just told y'all that before he said it. He's lying and he's
lying.
telling on himself.
Fact.
So they dropped the homicide joint in exchange for me taking 2 gun charges.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Cut too close. Did you just
Bro,
hear
I'm
him
out,
say
man.
he got the
That
time
nigga's
for
tripping.
what Tammy and Meech said? I mean, listen, the DA sting was a part of Tammy's situation. That was a part of that. When they got caught wherever with the truck and all that shit, that was a part of that. She's the one who hooked it up. Contrarian thinker. That's what I'm talking to. Now, did you hear him say he got 27 years? He got convicted. He got indicted for 2 homicides. Then he rearranged his statements all over again, even with the Tammy situation. Then he said he got time for the Tammy situation. First he said they threw the Tammy situation out. So come on,
He lying. The dollar. Bro.
Tammy never had no drugs. The DEA provided all the drugs. Tammy's an informant. Informants don't have drugs. Tammy, the feds put the drugs up. Tammy's just the one who hooked everything up. We know that already, man. I did a federal bid. I know that. You're misconstruing what they're saying.
Fact though.
Let me ask you this, Cuff. Do you think did they have the wiretaps that they got based on Tammy and Meech putting you in touch with Tammy? Was there discussion on the wiretaps about the guns and the homicides and whatnot? Do you know?
Not that I know of.
Because I was thinking that they couldn't. The reason they didn't throw out the wiretaps, they said because they had probable cause, but it might have been some information on there. So if they throw all of the wiretaps out, you go home the next day.
I go.
All right, we lost him, y'all.
We didn't lose him. He hung up.
We lost him.
In the federal
So that was
system,
Cuff.
when you on a phone, it tells you it says this is a call from the whatever, when you got like a minute left.
Yeah, he hung up.
Cuffy hung up. I'm telling you, man. What I was saying from the beginning, man. When you do shit like that, when you continuously try to drag a man's name through the mud, and he really didn't do nothing to you, the truth will get revealed, man. You can't keep trying to drag somebody's name through the mud and you know you lying. And you ain't gonna remember all the lies you told. Yeah, that nigga bugging out.
Cuffy Gatling Part 4.
No. Fidel and 2 or 3 other Mexicans got caught with 97 kilos of cocaine at a truck stop. And they beat it in trial while they was in the county jail with Meech in 2005 or 2006. They beat the case in trial.
Really, nigga?
No. Fidel and 2 or 3 other Mexicans got caught with 97 kilos of cocaine at a truck stop. And they beat it in trial while they was in the county jail with Meech in 2005 or 2006. They beat the case in trial.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I click in to inform her about the movie, the progress that me and Louis Burrell, my man out of Oakland, was making on getting the budget. And when she clicked over, and all this is in court documents, she clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind.
A few moments later.
All right, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's really simple, Sean.
He's gonna contradict himself.
In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute.
That was
An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds. It's really
Yo,
simple.
stop it right there. Now, I want to say this,
Cuff,
right?
now you're giving.
I want to say this to y'all. Any call that's made from a federal prison is recorded. Why would they allow him to make these calls to Meech, making drug deals, not record it and not put it in the court system and not try to charge Meech again? This motherfucker lying.
Facts.
Two different stories. So
Yo, he just keep contradicting himself. Everything he says, that's why he gotta go on. He gotta go more. He gotta keep going on podcasts because the more podcasts he says something, then he says something else. That
I don't think he's gonna say nothing else now.
which one is it?
You fucked up.
In the first,
you know you fucked up now, right? You know you done fucked up right now, right? Yeah.
Story, you said the feds was talking to Tammy. You called in to check on the BMF movie, and she told the feds you were on the other line, and they went crazy, and you became the target. But in the second story, you said Meech called you from jail out of the blue, told you he had a man with good numbers, and Tammy will call you back. Tammy called you back, and an hour later, she put the feds on you. So which one is it? Let's listen again.
I click in to inform her about the movie, the progress that me and Louis Burrell, my man out of Oakland, was making on getting the budget. And when she clicked over, and all this is in court documents, she clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind. Sean. In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute. An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds. It's really simple, homie.
Cut too close. That's correct.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
But before that, the nigga Meech sent.
What you were saying, GG?
No, I was talking to somebody. I said that's right. What Cut Close is saying, that Meech helped him by not answering that letter he sent him.
Right.
Another Mexican at me that was a government informant, confidential source. I didn't know that the nigga was bad, but when I meet him, he rubbed me the wrong way. You feel me?
Right.
And so I bagged up both of them. But come 2018, when we get the discovery, I find out that he was an agent, and that a confidential source had introduced us to. Who introduced me to him? Nothing other than Big Meech.
Is that black people need to stop lying? Say something.
Now, let's go to November of 2012. Did there come a point when you were working with Mr. Cromer where it was decided that you would no longer be talking with Mr. Gatling?
That is correct.
Okay. And how did that come about?
Because I told him I didn't want to deal with Dion.
Okay. And when you told him that, what did he do?
Then he said, well, that's fine. I'll let him talk to CS2. And that was it.
Okay, so according to Tammy testimony under oath, she stopped fucking with Cuff in 2012 as far as illegal communication. So after 2012, Tammy no longer talked to Cuff about drugs of any kind. No pills, no perks, no heroin, no cocaine, no nothing. This is important because Cuffy tells a story that Meech and Tammy set him up in 2013. But that doesn't line up with Tammy's testimony under oath. If Tammy was lying, during cross-examination, Cuffy's lawyer could have jammed Tammy up and she would have went to jail for perjury, lying on the stand. Just because you're an informant that doesn't give you the right to lie under oath, that doesn't mean you're above the law, but Cuff lawyer never did that, and that never happened. But it's up to you to ask yourself why.
Not only that what she testified in court to. What Special Agent Keith Cromer fired disgraced DEA agent Keith Cromer when she was having a illicit sexual relationship with, which killed their case, which killed his time cut. All that's prohibited, and it's not only prohibited, it's criminal. You go to jail for that, man.
So when you
five agents was fired.
And the only person who's actually telling on itself right here, is Cuffy. Cuffy keeps just, you know what I'm saying, coming up
Yo,
with conditions.
listen, how long? I told you that before all of this even started coming out. I mentioned that in the long run, he talking too much. So in the long run, he gonna tell on himself. You can't talk long-winded in no shit like this. He talking too long. He doing interviews every other day when he was doing it, because he ain't doing no more now.
If it was
He's
the
talking way
truth,
too long. He's trying to get internet famous by telling this story, right? But he's telling so many lies he can't remember the lies he's telling. So now he mixing the times up and the places and the people and the that's how it works. That shit work like that that worked like that in the compound too. A motherfucker be talking about how rich he was. He can't even buy a fucking 37-cent soup from the commissary. But he telling everybody how rich he was, all this shit about what he had and all that shit. But it all comes out in your actions and how long you keep going.
yeah, he's trying to catch too much attention to his case. Now everybody's looking into his case like a motherfucker.
He did it to himself.
This is what he wanted. Yeah, about to say.
And one was indicted.
Damn.
They gave her $250,000 to set me up, man, to do this. They gave her $250,000 to set me up, man, to do this. They gave her $250,000 to set me up, man, to do this.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yep, here goes Cuff lying again. According to the paperwork, Tammy was paid $2,500 a month, which was a stipend from the Atlanta DEA for being an informant. Tammy's two largest payments for being a snitch was $50,000 for a Terry White situation and $80,000 just because. But did you notice how Cuff explained that? He always makes himself bigger than what he is, even if he has to lie to do it. All that shit is in Cuff's head. Ain't nobody paid Tammy 250 racks just to take him down. That's bullshit. But dig. Earlier in that interview, Cuffy had the nerve to say that the feds scrapped their entire investigation on Fidel just to focus on him. I mean, come on, can you believe that shit? Roll the clip.
He clicked over, and all this is in court documents. She clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind.
So they tried,
fuck Fidel.
Right.
And directed this toward me.
But the original target was Fidel. So how much did he incur in terms of legal action or pursuit? Did they try to pursue him at the same time, or once they knew you were in the mix, they was like, fuck him, let's just
They dropped him. They was like, fuck him.
The doorbell is ringing, and now we have to answer the door with more truth. According to the paperwork, Agent Keith Cromer describes Cuffy as the broke motherfucker with 3 bodies in the trunk. Now let's process this. In order for a drug sting, you need a seller and a buyer. In this case, Cuff would be the buyer. Cuff is trying to tell us that the feds turned their attention from Fidel, who's this supposed plug, distributor, a drug wholesaler, just to direct their attention on him. But that would list him as a buyer, but he's too broke to be a buyer. At this time, he's already 47 years old. There is no such thing as a 47-year-old drug kingpin that's going to physically be at a drug transaction. So this whole idea that the DEA was aiming at him to get Meech out is bullshit. Meech is a kingpin, and at his height, Meech was moving 2,500 kilos of cocaine a month out of Atlanta, which means there is no DOJ in the country that's going to do a deal to let a kingpin out of prison for a washed-up drug dealer like Cuffy. That's some shit that's just not going to happen.
Now, Cuff, Meech reached out to you and hit you about the movie rights, or making the movie, or Tammy approached you about making the movie?
I reached out to Meech and told him that, yo, if you can get your movie rights over to your people, man, like your family or somebody, we can get this
He didn't want niggas to hear
Right.
that.
But instead of him turning over his life
That
rights to
nigga's
his
different.
moms or his sister, Danielle or one of them, for some reason he turned it over to this Tammy Collins broad.
A few moments later.
What was your relationship with Tammy as it relates to the BMF story and the life rights of Meech? What y'all was trying to do with that?
He introduced me to Tammy around 2009. My job was to procure a movie script. And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights and that I would get us a deal.
Correct the culture. He did work with Tammy. He was trying to. He was trying to. They did work with Tammy. That's how Tammy was able to tell him about the movie script and all of that shit. So Cuffy was with Tammy. Tammy hooked Cuffy up with the first ordeal he made when he ran off with the plug money. He paid $250,000. The other money he never returned to the plug. So Tammy was working with Cuffy. Correct the culture. Yes, he was. Cuffy and Tammy was working together, and she hooked him up with the first ordeal for the drugs he did, and he only paid them $250K, and then he didn't pay it. He never paid him the rest of the money. That's when the plug called Tammy like, "Yo, where's Cuffy at? He not answering the phone." That's when Tammy went back to whoever agent she was with and said she don't want to work with Cuffy no more. That's how all that played out.
And he told Tammy to go get Meech's life rights. That's what he just said out his mouth. That's different.
That's what he said. But in another part, he said that
he didn't.
Meech, he didn't.
And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights, and that I would get us a deal, which means.
Cuffy, 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 here we go again. You put two different stories on the table. First, you told Sean G. you didn't know why Meech gave Tammy his life rights. Moments later, you tell Dogface that you were the one that told Big Meech to give Tammy the life rights.
You done fucked up, you know that.
Pink ass lips, nigga.
I see what I'm saying.
I thought.
That's what I'm saying. That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
When Meech and them case went in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant.
Okay.
You want to say something, GG?
No. I was talking to somebody up there was telling me who they was talking to.
When Meech and them case went in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements.
So, Cuff, you got to make up your mind. Are you locked up because of Big Meech or your co-defendant? We've seen you on 3,000 interviews, and you never say what exactly did your co-defendant say that would make you have to plea out to 2 homicides. Now, we see why it was 4 niggas on a case, and all 4 of you niggas had different lawyers. Because y'all was making deals against each other, this explains why your paperwork is sealed. So what I really want to know is, how do 2 government informants get killed, and none of you niggas get life in prison without the possibility of parole? This nigga Cuff be on podcast talking about ghost guns and all this bullshit. No, nigga, we want to know this. The killing of 1 government informant is a life sentence. Y'all niggas killed 2 government informants and nobody got life. Niggas running around like they kept it solid. Ain't nobody slow enough to believe that ghost gun shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You feel me?
Now, Cuff, you ain't heard. What was the last time you spoke to him, man?
The last time I spoke to this brother, man, and we go back 30 plus years, just to communicate that to your audience. 30 plus years.
Every single lie, Dada. This is how clear and uncut it gets, Dada. Retracting every lie, Dada. You heard? Rebuttal and every lie, Dada, with a different lie. That's what I like you
Yo,
to do.
watch Sean G face at the end though. Remember that what I showed you before? Before I sent you any of this stuff, what I showed you before from when we was talking from the very beginning, when he say
Yeah.
that shit about something about right before he cut off, Sean G face gonna change. Like he know the nigga lying.
Last time I talked to this nigga, homie, was when he put me with them people. You understand? When he told me Tammy gonna be calling me early 2013, homie.
And then you reached out to him. And when did you find out Tammy was no good? At the Frank's hearing?
No, soon as the sting went down, I found out that she was no good. I didn't
This
know
dude
his
is
role.
ignorant.
So immediately my attorneys, immediately after the sting, my attorney sent Meech correspondence saying, yo, Cuffy.
Who ignorant?
This nigga Sean G.
How
can he find out he's
Go ahead.
To holler at you. Your friend Tammy put him in a real bad jam with the police. I heard nothing back from him. My lawyers, he don't respond, period. And so we've been trying to contact this nigga all during the Frank hearing and everything, homie. No response.
A few moments later.
And I knew that Meech could come forward and kill the whole conspiracy. Just saying that the conspiracy is based on Meech communicating from Tammy, sending me a truckload of drugs. It's all made up. From jail, homie. He could have killed this whole deal. They never had any drugs. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how conspiracy works in this system, in this nasty system. But when Meech shot down the offer, when we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my attorneys that he didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing, and he stopped communicating with them. So then that told my attorneys right there that Demetrius Flenory is a part of this whole deal, and I couldn't believe it. You feel me?
Another lie. We're not calling him a liar. He's calling himself.
My attorney sent Meech correspondence saying, yo, Cuff need to holler at you. Your friend Tammy put him in a real bad jam with the police. I heard nothing back from him. My lawyers, he don't respond, period. And so we've been trying to contact this nigga all during the Frank hearing and everything, homie. No response. When we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my attorneys that he didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing, and he stopped communicating with them. So then that told my attorneys right there that Demetrius Flenory is a part of this whole deal, and I couldn't believe it. You feel me?
Is that black people need to stop lying. Say something.
This nigga Cuff got more stories than the highway patrol, so bruh. Which one is it? Either Meech responded back, or he didn't, but one thing for sure, and two things for certain, with you telling the story, we will never know.
Make sure you like, share, and comment, and tune in to part 5.
It seems like he don't want to tell the truth because it's not going to make him look good or his case look even better than whatever he got going on. He got a lot of shit to hide, bro.
I'm gonna say this, right? He done talked his way into a hole now. You're not gonna hear nothing else from Cuffy once all this shit start. Now this shit is starting to reverse. Cuffy not gonna come out and say nothing else. Ain't nobody else calling him. So
Cuffy silent.
He gonna be silent. That's what happens to everybody who do this kind of shit. Listen, it's motherfuckers in the feds right now lying about how talking about they had 30 bricks and 40 bricks and they was getting this money and that money. And when it come out true, when the truth come out, they ain't have shit. They just was involved with a conspiracy. They was on the low totem pole. They was like the worker or some shit. They wasn't getting no money. They become like Cuffy. They just get quiet in the jail and you don't hear nothing else from them no more. But they was bold in the beginning. Know what I'm saying? No, they not rats or nothing, but they just lying for no reason.
And a lie gotta always follow up with another lie.
But this dude is a rat. Somewhere down the line, something ain't right with him. Let me not call him a rat because I don't know. I shouldn't do that because I've been places where you don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he is something up with him, and he's covering it up with Meech. You understand what I'm saying?
And
that's what he's doing.
He got us on his back. Now we on his heels. Now we digging through all this shit, da. And look at all the fucking lies that he fucking retracted himself, da, and said that he's the liar, da. Ain't nobody calling him a liar because you don't call no other man a liar, da. But he's the one that's following up with saying something and then saying something else, da.
Hey, Renee, if you go on Sean G shit, I've been saying that for the longest. Ask Cuffy about his own paperwork. Ask Cuffy what happened with the homicides. Ask Cuffy when they first arrested him, he was charged with murder. They didn't turn back around and charge him with murder. When they arrested him, when he first got arrested in the city and it was on the news, it said that his complaint said that he supposedly hired 2 people for murder for hire. Only one person was a government informant though. The other person was some type of drug deal that went bad.
Bro, he's saying the lies. He says the lies that he retracts his own lies, GG. That's just what it is, Dandada.
Yeah,
Many
that's
lies
exactly
of
what
Cuffy
it is.
Gatling, Part 4.
Fidel and 2 or 3 other Mexicans got caught with 97 kilos of cocaine at a truck stop. And they beat it in trial while they was in the county jail with Meech in 2005 or 2006. They beat the case in trial.
Really, nigga?
No. Fidel and 2 or 3 other Mexicans got caught with 97 kilos of cocaine at a truck stop. And they beat it in trial while they was in the county jail with Meech in 2005 or 2006. They beat the case in trial.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I click in to inform her about the movie, the progress that me and Louis Burrell, my man out of Oakland, was making on getting the budget. And when she clicked over, and all this is in court documents, she clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind.
A few moments later.
All right, no doubt about it. It's really simple, Sean. In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute. An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds. It's really simple, homie.
Yo, why your boy look like he want to cry though? Sean G actually look like he's like
Sean G know that nigga lying, man.
Yeah, he's lying to me
You know
too.
that nigga lying. Remember, Sean G read all the paperwork.
Yeah.
What you telling him, he didn't read that.
Yeah. But he's saying that.
Okay, Cuff, now you're giving 2 different stories. So which one is it? In the first story, you said the feds was talking to Tammy. You called in to check on the BMF movie, and she told the feds you were on the other line, and they went crazy, and you became the target. But in the second story, you said Meech called you from jail out of the blue, told you he had a man with good numbers, and Tammy will call you back. Tammy called you back, and an hour later, she put the feds on you. So which one is it? Let's listen again.
I click in to inform her about the movie, the progress that me and Louis Burrell, my man out of Oakland, was making on getting the budget. And when she clicked over, and all this is in court documents, she clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind. Simple, Sean. In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute. An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds. It's really simple, homie.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
But before that, the nigga Meech sent another Mexican at me that was a government informant, confidential source. I didn't know that the nigga was bad, but when I meet him, he rubbed me the wrong way. You feel me?
Right.
Correct the culture. That's
And
going to
so I
come out
banned
too.
a bunch
That's
of
going
them.
to come out too. Whoever he told on
But
for 2 murders.
come 2018, when we get the discovery, I find out that he was.
What you saying?
Correct the culture asks, who could Cuffy tell on to get off on 2 murders? That's going to come out now that he's being exposed. I know this. His listen, he got a lot of sealed documents, right? Him and his co-defendants on his regular case. Those murders was on his regular case. So whoever he told on his regular case, it didn't get that far yet because the documents is sealed. But I'm gonna tell you something. There's some sealed documents that get revealed. It can be revealed. So you gotta sit back and wait.
That shit will come out. It gotta be the people that actually did it, obviously.
He was an agent. And that.
But the people who did it, that he paid for them to do it. That's not making sense.
Wait a minute. The people who did it told already. That's out. They got 15 years apiece. But this is the point. Who did they tell on if they didn't tell on Cuffy? And we know Cuffy must have had told with them. So all 3 of them told on somebody else. Remember, there's a 4th co-defendant on the case. We don't know
allegedly.
who that. Yeah, allegedly they told on somebody. Well, they have the paperwork from the co-defendants speaking to the government, not Cuffy though. They have the paperwork from the co-defendant speaking to the government. That's how Cuff saying they something about they threw he only got charged with the guns and not the murders, but he got charged with. He's saying he got charged with the guns that committed the murders. So called. Then he says ghost guns. We don't know what the fuck is going on with this dude.
Facts. All right.
Confidential source had introduced us to. Who introduced me to him? Nobody, nothing other than Big Meech.
Is that black people need to stop lying. Say something.
Now, let's go to November of 2012.
Yes, there's
Did
one
there come
more
a point when
person
you
left.
were
That's
working
who
with
we
Mr.
need to
Cromer where it
find.
was decided that you would know?
It's one more person, correct the culture, it's one more person on that indictment, the last name on the indictment, which who needs to be found. And I think that somebody gonna find him sooner or later. He's somewhere in some prison somewhere. But we need to find that guy, the last guy. The two brothers that committed the murders, they told because it's in there that they cooperated, they got 15 years apiece. Now, Cuffy got 27 years for 2 different acts. So, I mean, how? So, listen.
No longer be talking with Mr. Gatling.
That is correct.
Okay. And how did that come about?
Because I told him I didn't want to deal with Dion.
Okay. And when you told him that, what did he do?
Then he said, well, that's fine. I'll let him talk to CS2. And that was it.
Okay, so according to Tammy testimony under oath, she stopped fucking with Cuff in 2012 as far as illegal communication. So after 2012, Tammy no longer talked to Cuff about drugs of any kind. No pills, no perks, no heroin, no cocaine, no nothing. This is important because Cuffy tells a story that Meech and Tammy set him up in 2013. But that doesn't line up with Tammy's testimony under oath. If Tammy was lying, during cross-examination, Cuffy's lawyer could have jammed Tammy up and she would have went to jail
Correct
for
the
perjury,
culture. What
lying
answers
on the
are you?
stand. Just because you're an
what you asking? What questions are you asking? I correct the culture. You say I keep asking because nobody answered. Your answers make no sense being they told. But what are you asking? What questions are you asking? Is what I'm trying to.
Cuffy told. That your answers don't make sense saying that Cuffy's told.
No, he's saying that he said that to act cut close. I just want to know. Got cut too close. I just want to know what he asked because I ain't see it.
I don't know. He said he's acting like I don't know. He ain't asked nothing. Yes, he acts.
Yes, cut too close. There's one more person left. That's who I'm waiting for to come out and say their story on Cuff indictment. There's one more person that's left on the indictment that needs to come out. He might be the person that everybody told on. More than likely it is. Right. Cuffy said that they told. Cuffy said that one of the murder dudes told Cuffy said that out of his own mouth. Now we don't even know how true that is because we ain't getting no paper. Now what's the name? There's somebody that got paperwork on one of the co-defendants. There's I read it on Oath. What's the dude that was on here with us?
Otta.
Out of the way.
Otta.
I read it on his platform about one of the co-defendants. One of the co-defendants, the brothers that committed the murders, one of those brothers actually told his paperwork is on there where he cooperated.
Facts. So it's out there, he's trying to say. Everything's out there, and you know what I'm saying?
Except for the last co-defendant. Nobody heard from him at all.
Damn, man. All this shit's coming out on Cuffy, That's what happens, when you trying to throw dirt on other niggas' mustard, you ain't got your shit all right, That's crazy.
Yo, what I
It
want to
doesn't give
know
you the
is,
right to
right,
lie under
we
oath.
in this
It
room,
doesn't mean
Go ahead.
all
Go
of
ahead.
these people claiming to be from Detroit and no Meech and none of. So the guy that just was on here with us, none of these people down here don't know him?
Who, Eastland?
Yeah, I'm just saying, all these people down here saying they was from Detroit and they know Meech and they was in the gas station and they was this and they was that. Okay,
Do they know Cuffy?
I'm talking about they saying they know Meech. All these people on here online that's talking back and forth to each other, they saying they know Meech too. Eastland was on here. What happened? Do anybody know him? That y'all from,
Do they know who?
Detroit is not a big place, man.
I'm asking, do they know who? Who?
Do any of these people know each other that's saying that they know Meech and this and that? I'm talking about the people commenting.
I couldn't tell you.
Detroit is not a big place, man. That shit is little. Brooklyn is bigger than Detroit.
Well, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm just asking. I ain't trying to stir the pot on y'all. I'm just
Nah,
asking.
you're not stirring the pot. You asking them, do they know each other? They probably don't. They probably do. They probably, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
you're above the law, but Cuff Lawyer never did that, and that never happened. But it's up to you to ask yourself why.
Not only that, what she testified in court to. What Special Agent Keith Cromer fired, disgraced DEA agent Keith Cromer, who she was having a illicit sexual relationship with, which killed their case, which killed his time cut. All that's prohibited, and it's not only prohibited, it's criminal. You go to jail for that, man.
So when you
five agents was fired, and one was indicted.
Damn.
You heard what homie said? He said he seen Eastland before.
Yeah. Eastland never said he was a main BMF member. He said he knew them. He didn't say
He
was a main BMF member. He said he knew them.
But he be around them. He been around them. Blue, all of them. He talks to them. He knows them. He conversated with them. He Southwest T, Big Meech, Sandata, all that.
Because everybody, miraculous visuals. Everybody knows that what's the name is a rat. Everybody know Blue Da Vinci is a rat already. He did a proffer, right? I want to explain that to y'all. When a person goes and does a proffer for the government, whatever somebody else told them, that person would never know. So what Blue Da Vinci did, he didn't know the people that before him told the story that he told. He didn't know that. He found out later. But he didn't know when he went in there and talked to them people. He went in there to tell, period. So let's not get that misconstrued when he's saying, oh, they already knew what I told. That's bullshit. You didn't know they knew. You found out afterwards that they knew. Because when they questioning you, they don't tell you what nobody else told.
That's a Fendi.
So when you
five agents was fired, and one was indicted.
Damn.
They gave her $250,000 to set me up, man, to do this. They gave her $250,000 to set me up, man, to do this. They gave her $250,000 to set me up, man, to do this.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yep, here goes Cuff lying again. According to the paperwork, Tammy was paid $2,500 a month, which was a stipend from the Atlanta DEA for being an informant. Tammy's two largest payments for being a snitch was $50,000
Records over here. Where's the paperwork that says Meech put Cuff
There's
down?
no paperwork on Meech at all because Meech ain't involved with none of this shit. Everything on Meech is somebody putting his name there. You don't see no paperwork on Big Meech at all. You don't see no paperwork to confirm that Meech called Cuffy from prison. And listen, if he would have made them phone calls from prison, it would have been in his hearings because they monitor everything you do, especially a big time motherfucker like that. Once you make a phone call, they listening to the calls. And they don't monitor everybody. They monitor certain people. Meech definitely would have been one that they monitored because of his high profile case. So don't listen to the shit that this motherfucker's saying. This shit is garbage, man. Anybody who been to the feds know that this is trash what Cuffy is saying.
That nigga
Dollars for a Terry White situation and $80,000 just because. But did you notice how
So this is all about money. This is all about money, da. This is all about money, da. Trying to fuck with just him, trying to get some clout, da. Why is he slandering?
I'm gonna tell you what he's trying to do. He's trying to slander Meech's name because deep down inside of himself, he believed the lies he's telling. Let me tell you something. Sometimes a motherfucker lies so much they start to believe it. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So listen, he believing to himself that Meech did really have something to do with him going to jail, even though he's sitting here telling himself that Meech didn't have nothing to do with him going to jail. But he can't comprehend that far because he wants everybody to believe that Meech is the reason why he's in jail, because he could destroy Meech's life if this is true. If this was to be true, Meech is done. But Meech ain't done because now all the lies is being confronted.
Cuffy said it in his discovery. He said a confidential source introduced him to the Mexican that he said rubbed him the wrong way in the discovery.
I didn't read that part. I mean, I don't know. I can't say, But shit, all the other lies he's telling, shit, he shit more than likely he told that one too.
Cuff explained that? He always makes himself bigger than what he is, even if he has to lie to do it. All that shit is in Cuff's head. Ain't nobody paid Tammy 250 racks just to take him down. That's bullshit. But dig. Earlier in that interview, Cuffy had the nerve to say that the feds scrapped their entire investigation on Fidel just to focus on him. I mean, come on, can you believe that shit? Roll the clip.
Clicked over, and all this is in court documents. She clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind.
So they tried,
fuck Fidel,
right,
and directed this toward me.
But the original target was Fidel. So how much did he incur in terms of legal action or pursuit? Did they try to pursue him at the same time, or once they knew you were in the mix, they was like, fuck him, let's just
They dropped him. They was like, fuck him.
The doorbell is ringing, and now we have to answer the door with more truth. According to the paperwork, Agent Keith Cromer describes Cuffy as the broke motherfucker with 3 bodies in the trunk. Now let's process this. In order for a drug sting,
Spade
you need a
9,
seller
Cuffy is not at
and
the
a buyer.
bottom because he's the
In
head
this
of the
case, Cuff
indictment.
would be
Cuffy's
the
name
buyer.
is not at the bottom. He's the head of the indictment.
That's offending.
Cuffy is the head of the indictment,
is
man. Spade 9. He can't be at the bottom. You're talking to a guy who fought a federal case himself. You can't be at the bottom if you're the head of the indictment. Your name is first. Go ahead. You can
trying to
go
tell
back.
us that the feds turned their attention from Fidel, who's this supposed plug, distributor, a drug wholesaler, just to direct their attention on him. But that would list him as a buyer, but he's too broke to be a buyer. At
Spade
this
9,
time, he's already
Cuffy's
40.
name ain't on the big BMF indictment. What are you talking about? Cuffy's name is not on the BMF indictment? What are you talking about?
Nah, then all Meech ain't in an indictment with Cuffy. They're not on the same.
No.
They get knocked together.
Spade 9. Cuffy's name is not on the BMF indictment.
But
You talking about his name is on the bottom. What are you talking about?
huh?
47 years old, there is no such thing as a 47-year-old drug kingpin that's going to physically be at a drug transaction. So this whole idea that the DEA was aiming at him to get Meech out is
Hold on.
bullshit.
Stop this for a
Meech is a
minute. Stop this for a
kingpin,
minute.
and
Stop
at
this for a
his
minute.
height, Meech...
Stop this for a minute. Renee, Big Meech is not in no paperwork. Does it state that he's accused of setting up the drug deal from prison? That's not true. That's what the people said. That's not what the paperwork says. That's what the people said. Spade nine, I just talk loud, man. I ain't hyping nothing. That's just the way I talk.
He said, this dude said, first of all, the feds in Atlanta would not know nothing about your case in St. Louis unless they contacted each other.
First of all, that's wrong, because the feds, Big Meech would have been all in that shit if he had contacted Cuffy from a federal jail. He would have got indicted, because you're talking about drug deals from a federal prison. That's a mandatory minimum of 10 years. So Meech did not talk to Cuffy at all. Cuffy making up shit and as he go. Now, contacting Tammy, yeah, he might have introduced him to Tammy, but he didn't make the drug deals with them. Cuffy made the drug deals with Tammy to ask for drugs. He didn't have no. He had 250,000, but he wanted more drugs than that. So she hooked him up to get the deal. He gave Dude half the money, and he never gave him back the other half. That's in the paperwork. He robbed the plug. That's in the paperwork. So that's why she said she don't want to fuck with him no more.
Facts.
At this time, he's already 47 years old. There is no such thing as a 47-year-old drug kingpin that's going to physically be at a drug transaction. So this whole idea that the DEA was aiming at him to get Meech out is bullshit. Meech is a kingpin, and at his height, Meech was moving 2,500 kilos of cocaine a month out of Atlanta, which means there is no DOJ in the country that's going to do a deal to let a kingpin out of prison for a washed-up drug dealer like Cuffy. That's some shit that's just not going to happen.
Now, Cuff, Meech reached out to you and hit you about the movie rights or making the movie?
It was two different agencies on them. One from
yes,
ATL,
but what they don't understand, it was two agencies on them, St. Louis and Atlanta. Well, the Atlanta one started through Tammy. Tammy backed out of that. So the agent hooked him up with CS2. Whoever the agent, Chroma, whoever the fuck his name is, not Tammy. Tammy fell off from Cuffy. She didn't want to fuck with him no more because he fucked up with the plug or whatever. Chroma hooked him up with whoever CS2 is, whoever that is. Then that's when they went on, I guess that's some Memphis shit or whatever the case, wherever, St. Louis, wherever the fuck he was at. That's when all the other stuff started coming out with the drugs. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. He didn't get 27 years for no guns and all that shit. He got 27 years for drugs, which is an ongoing situation from the Tammy situation. Even though he had CS2 and all that shit is ongoing from the Tammy situation because the same DA is the one that was producing the evidence. The same DA. Chroma, whoever the fuck that is, whatever. But that's the same DA. That's the same DA agent. It's the same one. So his case is the same. It don't change because he went to another state. They joined with the other state. They don't change the
Correct the coach is asking you something, Dada.
What's that? All right, correct the culture. I want to say this. If you know how to read paperwork, you can see that Meech's name is not in the paperwork. Meech's name was put there by Tammy, not the government. See, this is the point. Understand this. The government didn't put Meech's name nowhere. Tammy did. If you know how to read paperwork, which Cuff do, he would know that Meech didn't have nothing to do with that, his name going in there. Tammy put his name in there. Tammy is not the district attorney. Hey, you want pizza?
Man, Cuffy, and you see that Cuffy's lying, Dada. No one calling him alive by itself.
Movie or
No, I'm on the phone.
approach you about making the movie?
Yeah, you gotta warm it up.
Told him,
You gotta warm it up.
if you can get your movie rights
Huh?
over to your people, man, like your family or somebody, we can get this bread. You feel me?
Right.
You're not eating yet. Sit down. You ate a big bowl of food. You're not eating no more.
Sister, Danielle, or one of them.
Yeah,
For
boo.
some reason, he turned it over to this
I should make another one.
A few moments later.
What was your relationship with Tammy as it relates to the BMF story and the life rights of Meech? What y'all was trying to do with that?
He introduced me to Tammy around 2009. My job was to procure a movie script. And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights and that I would get us a deal. Procure a movie script. And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights and that I would get us a deal. Which means
wash the cup out. Don't just even though it's clean, just make sure you wash it out. Because sometimes sometimes I rinse the cup out, but I might not rinse all the soap out.
You put two different stories on the table. First, you told Sean G. you didn't know why Meech gave Tammy his life rights. Moments later, you tell Dogface that you were the one that told Big Meech to give Tammy the life rights.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that thing.
Pink ass lips, nigga.
I thought.
No, I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
When Meech and them case went in the
Who's she now? Maybe who's she now?
They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on
Cuffy.
my co-defendant statements.
All right, correct the coach to explain it if I ain't understanding. I don't know if you're talking to me. I'm just saying if you are.
They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements.
I understand that Tammy is saying Meech, so you will think Tammy and Meech are working together. Yeah, but Tammy's the one that just put his name in the paperwork herself. She been already working, so she decided that she was going to do a deal. So she's saying that she's going to do a deal. You know what I'm saying? Yo, can I get a time cut for Meech? Meech's like, yo, why the fuck you do that? Keep my name out of that shit. What the fuck you want? Like, that's what she thought. She thought she was helping Meech by saying some shit like that, but it didn't work out like that. You know what I'm saying?
At correct the culture. I understand that Tammy and Meech is, so you would think. I correct the culture. You wouldn't think Tammy and Meech is working together from the paperwork because the way that the questions is asked and the way that she answered the question.
Finny.
All right, now go to that. Yeah, I read this. I read this part too. This is what I was talking about him co-defendant's paperwork and shit.
So, Cuff, you got to make up your mind. Are you locked up because of Big Meech or your co-defendant? We've seen you on 3,000 interviews, and you never say what exactly did your co-defendant say that would make you have to plea out to 2 homicides. Now, we see why it was 4 niggas on a case, and all 4 of you niggas had different lawyers. Because y'all was making deals against each other, this explains why your paperwork is sealed. So what I really want to know is, how do 2 government informants get killed, and none of you niggas get life in prison without the possibility of parole? This nigga Cuff be on podcast talking about ghost guns and all this bullshit. No, nigga, we want to know this. The killing of 1 government informant is a life sentence. Y'all niggas killed 2 government informants, and nobody got life. Niggas running around like they kept it solid. Ain't nobody slow enough to believe that ghost gun shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You feel me?
Now, Cuff, you ain't heard. When was the last time you spoke to him, man?
The last time I spoke to this brother, man, and we go back plus years, just to communicate that to your audience. 30 plus years, homie. The last time I talked to this nigga, homie, was when he put me with them people. You understand? When he told me that
we
he
knew
gonna be
that.
calling me early 2013, homie.
And then you reached out to him. And when did you find out Tammy was no good? At the Frank's hearing?
No, soon as the sting went down, I
Son,
found
why you
out that she
sitting there
was no
looking at her
good.
like that?
I didn't know his role.
You
So
just ate a
immediately
whole
my
bowl of
attorney,
food. You sitting there watching
immediately
the
after the
ESP.
sting,
Do
my
not give her
attorney
none.
sent Meech correspondence saying, yo, Cuff need to holler at you. Your friend Tammy put him in a real bad jam with the police. I heard nothing back from him. My lawyers, he don't respond, period. And so we've been trying to contact this nigga all during the Frank hearing and everything on it. No response.
A few moments later.
And I knew that Meech could come forward and kill the whole conspiracy. Just saying that the conspiracy is based on Meech communicating from Tammy, sending me a truckload of drugs. It's all made up. From jail, homie. He could have killed this whole deal. They never had any drugs. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how conspiracy works in this system, in this nasty system. But when Meech shot down the offer, when we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my attorneys that he didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing. And he stopped communicating with them. So then that told my attorneys right there that Demetrius Flenory is a part of this whole deal. And I couldn't believe it. You feel me? So immediately my attorneys, immediately after the sting, my attorney sent Meech correspondence saying, yo, Cuff need to holler at you. Your friend Tammy put him in a real bad jam with the police. I heard nothing back from him. My lawyers, he don't respond, period. And so we've been trying to contact this nigga all during the Frank hearing and everything on it. No response. When we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my attorneys that he didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing. And he stopped communicating with them. So then that told my attorneys right there that Demetrius Flenory is a part of this whole deal. And I couldn't believe it.
Hey, Spade 9, hold on.
Black
Hold on,
people
stop for a minute. Hey,
need to
Spade
stop
9.
lying.
Hey, Spade 9. His attorneys never told him that Meech was a part of nothing. That dude is lying on his podcast, on these podcasts that he be on. His attorneys never told him Meech was a part of nothing. He's making all that shit up because he can't show it to you in paperwork or nothing. He's making all this shit up. He's talking about he's making it up, Cuffy. His attorneys would never tell him that Meech was a part of nothing because Meech's name ain't in nothing but through somebody else's mouth.
Southwest attorney came up here and explained that too. So they cases were separate. That's offending. So Meech ain't no rat. Cuffy been lying. Yo, that's crazy as fuck. Cuffy been contradicting himself since the get-go. He just be straight. You know what I'm saying? When you tell lies, then you go. I'm saying you gotta follow up with another lie, or you just follow up with a story or a theory, or maybe he just wants to believe it because he's just feeling that way. Or maybe he's mad about the fucking movie deal. Go ahead. Maybe he mad about the movie deal. Maybe he mad about who knows what he's actually mad about. Maybe he mad about Tammy. Maybe he got caught up with Tammy and shit like that. Maybe Tammy had him throughout the. You know what I'm saying? Who fucking knows what was going on? But he definitely was moving different. And he was moving.
Yeah, Cuffy in jail. That's where Cuffy at. Somebody said, "Where's Cuffy at?" Correct the coach. Said, "Where's Cuffy at?"
They trying to think what jail he at.
Some shit in Kentucky. He's at a medical facility. Manchester or something like that.
In Kentucky?
Yeah, he's at a medical facility.
I feel it.
I think it's Manchester in Kentucky. I think so. He's at a medical facility. I believe it's Manchester.
$75,000.
Don't believe his attorney got paid $75,000. He lying, man. He ain't
He
have
said
75,000.
55,000.
He didn't have 75,000 to pay no lawyer.
Oh no. That was the thing. That was Tammy Cohen's.
Correct the culture. Yes, he's in real population. That's a jail. It's just that you have a medical problem, then they send you to a medical facility if it's like detrimental to you. If it's detrimental to your health, like you need to be rehabilitated. Like if you get stabbed up and you can't walk, and they need to bring you back to, back up to normal activity.
Yeah.
They'll send you to a medical facility until you heal. Now, if you have an internal injury, they'll keep you in the medical facility.
Cuff
But don't think
told
that you're gonna get stabbed up, you fucked up, and you're gonna go stay in a regular hospital. No. When they say you could go home, I mean you can go back to the facility. They're not gonna send you back to where the gladiator school. No, they're gonna send you to a medical facility where people are sick at.
Facts. That 75,000 for each murder charge. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, he didn't pay him 7. He paid him. He's saying that's what the lawyer wanted. That ain't, murder charge don't got nothing to do with the amount of money you pay a lawyer. The amount of money you pay a lawyer is what the lawyer foresees within the case. If the lawyer feels like your case should be charged high because it's a lot of work he got to do, yeah, he's gonna charge you higher because of the work he got to do. So it ain't got nothing to do with the murders, and then
That's a fact. So Meech, from no speculations, Meech ain't no rat, that's what we could tell you, you know what I'm saying? Right there. That's all. There's nothing that we could actually see. There's nothing that we actually see in the paperwork. This nigga Cuffy been lying, he been coming up with mad shit, GG. You know what I'm saying? He been retracting, coming back, rebutting his statements, and niggas could see the lies, we actually see right through the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, Cap.
Yo.
What you want to tell the world about the rat shit with Big Meech? The rat shit with Big Meech. Do you feel that they should go on? They should go on with the theories and the gossip and the conspiracies.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. When people want to get paid, it don't matter if they know the truth. If they can push an agenda that's going to get them paid on the internet, they're going to keep pushing it. Sean G knows the truth. Sean G's going to keep pushing it because it's his only source of income. He said it on the podcast. He said it. So think about when a person gets, like, look at his facial expression with some of the shit that this dude Cuffy is telling him. Remember, I did that with you before, like last week.
Yeah.
The same shit. His facial expressions changed because he know, like, come on, this shit ain't even adding up, man.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, man. People gonna run with this shit because it's a hot topic and everybody gonna get views from it. Whoever go on the internet and talk about this shit gonna get views.
It seems like Cuffy was just talking to Sean G, face his face, or somebody that Cuffy knows, he actually believed everything was saying, so he just ran with it. We could say that, and he just running with what they saying.
Straight nah. He also said he believed Cuffy, but let me explain why he said that. He said that because this is where it went over everybody's head. He was in Morgantown, West Virginia, with a dude from St. Louis that's a big fan or calling Big Cuffy his big homie. So he told Sean G this story before it came to the internet. Not all correct this way, but he mentioned parts of this situation with Meech and all of this to Sean G in Morgantown 2 years ago or whatever it was. They was in the jail. Now Sean G is home and Cuffy's on the internet talking about it. So Sean G Sean G got involved with it because he knows the story. This and third, I guess he called his homeboy or whatever the case may be. That's how
you said me. I ain't never say that. I said what people were saying, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't clean dirt with dirt. That's not what I do. I just put the facts out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all though.
Say.
In the beginning, with all the shit being read and said and on me and myself, I was kind of thinking that damn man, Meech done fucked his life up. Like son might be a rat. You know what I'm saying? Son might be fucked up. So I was thinking that Meech might be a rat too. I actually had to apologize to somebody for saying that. Indirectly, though, I said I didn't come out and just say it was a rat. I indirectly said it, and I had to apologize because I didn't go far enough reading to have an understanding. And me being where I came from, I know better than to do that.
That's offending. That's offending. It's
So
wording. Wording is everything. So I ain't
you don't
blaming
ruin a man's character without no proof.
That's
Because
offending.
it could get you killed.
Nah, because we have to have understanding of it, So once you understand it, like, yo, you got to understand the facts and everything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand the shit, That's what it is. Niggas, you have to look into everything. Where's Blue Da Vinci at? You have to look into everything.
Yes. The Morgantown is I think it's a camp now. It used to be a medium facility. You have two facilities in West Virginia. You got Morgan, whatever that is, where he was at, and then you got Beckley, which is another facility, a medium facility in West Virginia.
That's offending. All right, so we got understanding of everything that we was talking. We gonna leave it here. Anything you want to leave on a good note?
Nah, man, I don't said all the good stuff I can say. I'll be on here with you every motherfucking day. So
yeah,
I mean, if people kind of understand where I'm coming from, I just want everybody to know this has been from my perspective. All this talking and seeing, man, I've been through this before. You know, I've been through this whole federal shit and all that shit, doing a whole bunch of time. I've been through that.
Yeah.
I want everybody else that hasn't to not go through it. So that's why I get up here and talk about it, or that's why I sent you all these interviews. I mean, all of these podcast shits for you to come on here and let everybody see it.
Yeah.
I look more into the case because I don't like to see a person slandered that don't deserve it.
Fact.
I watch dudes die behind shit like that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Well, I watched a dude in Lewisburg die behind a shot. They had a fight, right? They went to the hole. These two dudes had a fight. They went to the hole. One dude told on the fight, so when he got his DHO report, he came back out showing everybody where he done altered the shit and he made it seem like dude told on him. Now,
and niggas ain't
both of them get the shot though. Both of them get the shot. I don't know if he knew that or whatever.
Yeah.
So now, dude come out the shit. Now, if you look at both paperwork, you can see where he altered his at. When you flip it over and put it up in the sun, you can see where it's been altered at. It's be overtyped.
All right.
And I watched dude get punished behind that shit. So, I mean, this type of shit right here. Cuffy know better than to do his shit he doing, but he's trying to gain something out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna gain it or not, because there's still people that believe him. There's still people out here that believe everything he's saying.
That's offending. And niggas ain't picking no sides. Niggas ain't on nobody's side.
Nah, I ain't on nobody's side. I'm just saying that from what I got, from what he's saying, from how it's going, he he know that it ain't true. Royce Madison, prove the third party rat. Who's the third party ratter? Who told? Who's the third party person that told? At Royce Madison.
Yo, Gigi, at the end of the day, till 50 comes out with the Tammy Cohen's documentary, which he said he was gonna do. Let's see if he's gonna come out with it. Let him prove it. If he comes out, if he gonna do it, but if he don't,
Tammy is not doing that shit. Tammy is not making that documentary.
That's a fact. Blue was right, and you taking a. Ain't nobody ever say Blue was right, Dada. I ain't Blue, nigga. Ain't nobody ever write no Blue, nigga. What the fuck? I ain't never typed no Blue, Dada.
Listen, everybody keeps saying third party snitching. Prove it. Prove it. Tammy's not gonna go up and do that documentary because I'm gonna tell you something. There's no amount of money on a defamation suit, meaning that you defamation against my character. Meech is a big name. If they go up there lying on TV saying that he ratted, he can sue them for whatever he wants. And 50 gonna get sued too because you produced it. You can't just do that. That's something that everybody don't understand. People up here talking about third-party snitching. Prove it. It's been proven that Meech ain't snitch as of right now. With all these lies and shit that's getting told.
And that's what we saying, Dada. When the segment comes on, Dada, we tell you what the segment's about, Dada, and when we give you what the segment's about, and we take out of it, and that's what we took
For
out
the
of that
record,
segment.
I always listen. I said Blue Da Vinci was a rat from years ago. From years ago, when
Cuffy
I first found out about the shit. When they first said he went to a proffer, I said he was a rat. You don't listen. You don't go to a proffer and don't say nothing to the DEA. That's a lie, man. Nobody does that. And I'm gonna say this to you: when Blue Da Vinci went to do his proffer, the government, the DEA, did not tell him what nobody else said. Whoever did a proffer before him, they did not tell him that. Even though he told what somebody else said, he didn't know that that party told the government that. He did not know that. They don't do that. They don't tell you nothing. You tell them. They don't tell you nothing.
They saying she got his life rights, but Cuffy asked her to go get the life rights. So, you know what I'm saying, whatever y'all saying, you gotta understand it.
I don't know about all that. I ain't even saying that's
Cuffy
true
did
because
it
that's
himself.
yes,
Because
but Cuffy said that. But this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Whatever's not in black and white, you can't believe.
Yeah. But Cuffy, you know what I'm saying? Came out of that nigga's mouth, so he's saying whatever it is what it is.
I didn't say nobody called Meech a rat. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, correct the culture. You can't
Blue
be
did
saying
call
that to
him a
me.
rat, though. Blue did call him a rat. What are you saying? Blue
No, I'm
is
just
calling
saying
him a
this.
rat.
I
He
didn't
said
say
he's
that.
not
He
before.
said y'all didn't say Blue called Meech a rat a long time ago.
Yeah, no,
I
he
didn't
did.
say that because I never had that conversation. But Blue did call Meech a rat a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He
I correct
called
the
him a
culture.
rat.
Yes, he did. But we all know Blue is a rat.
Well, that's something different.
He admitted to it. He said he went to a proffer. Once you say that, you ratting. Listen, you do not go talk to the government and the government talks to you. That doesn't work that way. You talk to them. That's why they call you.
That's offending. He said, nah, no. All right, GG, but yo, GG, we gonna end it right here, Dada. You heard Dada? So GG's, Dadas, hyenas, Kubrals who learn from school is Steve, Dada. Y'all stay more active than ever, Dada. Stay more coherent, Dada. You heard God chose you because he knew he could trust you. God's best kept secret, Dada. We're in the elevator. Who's elevated? God's elevator, Dada. On the way up, Dada. If you mark it, we gonna spark it. If you ping it, we gonna sting it. If you drop the low, we gonna flock this load. You heard? You tagged it, so we brought the static, Dada. BMF, Big Meech, I guess we came with the speculation, a lot of allegedly that he was ratting, but he's not, we came through, and you heard it from us personally, but 50 Cent, he said he's coming out with the documentary. We see how real that is, if he does, he does. If he don't, he don't. But we here,
Y'all be easy. I'm out, man.
All right, DG.